Orange Gym basketball. Aaron West, Matt Davis, Melanie West with us as well. We're live on KCSI FM and we're streaming, so you can go to our YouTube channel.
Multiple platforms.
Multiple
platforms. That's professional speaking.
That sounds pretty professional.
And tonight, I think the theme, Aaron, we try to reach.
Here we go.
We try to reach different audiences with our broadcast, Aaron. There's so many different demographics that listen into our broadcasts throughout this wonderful Southwest Iowa region. I think tonight we're going to go with more of a professional theme.
Can we do that?
Yeah, so you may hear some commentary. It's of a more professional nature.
Who's going to be here?
You got somebody showing up here?
For example, you won't hear me yelling or screaming tonight. You'll hear a much more calm, rational demeanor from me this evening.
Wow.
Like a professional.
You think this is going to happen for
Like
real?
a professional.
All right.
Until the first bad call in the game happens, then I'm just going to
Then you're going to lose
it.
All right.
So that's our theme.
Are you ready for basketball?
Yes. It's Tuesday night. It seems like more of a normal week, right? We didn't last week, 4 games and 5 nights. And so it's a little bit more normal. We got a game tonight here in Red Oak Atlantic and then the game Friday night. So the rhythm of it seems different. But, did the brackets come out today? Did the Iowa High School? I thought maybe it's tomorrow, but they'll come out real soon.
Very soon, yeah.
The brackets, and then the boys' brackets will probably be out later this week or next week. So we're right there. There's only really one after this week. There's only 1 week left, I think, in the regular season.
We have basketball tonight. It's senior night, Matt, here in Red Oak. Also, we have the Red Oak Tumbling will be performing tonight as well. You didn't know that, did you?
Wow.
Big night. It's professional.
You get a little extra bonus with your admission fee tonight.
That's right, a little extra. Here's what we're going to do. These two teams hooked up, played not too long ago.
Yes.
Up in Atlantic. We're going to take a break, and we're going to come back and talk about basketball.
We're going to go back to our central studios for our commercial break.
We'll be back after this.
That's how you do it professionally.
We'll be back after this. Aaron West along with Matt Davis. Matt, can we look at a schedule for the week?
Well, I misspoke a little bit, but the girls will have actually 3 games, County night, 3 games this week. They'll play Tuesday tonight here, and then Thursday at Mo Valley, and then Friday at Creston. Yes. That'll be a quick turnaround going Mo Valley at Creston.
Now, we will not be at Missouri Valley. We will be at the Girls State, or we will cover the Girls State Wrestling Tournament. And Red Oak has a couple. There's a few wrestlers, grapplers.
KCSI will be, and that's in Des Moines, right?
In Southwest, yes. No.
We're getting the information from our executive producer from Central Studios
from
now.
Southwest Iowa, you have Spanzania and Kesterson. that will be attending from Red Oak, McCunn, and Bond.
Oh, you're talking about the wrestlers. These are the wrestlers' names.
These are the wrestlers we'll be covering.
Southwest Valley, you have McCoy and Mater. In Glenwood, you have Lunville and Clarinda. You have Gordon and Welchins.
So you're going to cover specific matches.
Mm-hmm. Kind of our area girls.
But you'll be actually there covering.
Yeah, our correspondent.
And where's that at? Where are they wrestling at?
In the Extreme Arena in Coralville.
There you go.
Gotcha.
Coralville.
So it'll be an Iowa City area.
And then we have basketball, Creston, Friday night.
Right. So, there'll be all kinds of sports coverage just kind of in different places in Coralville and Creston, Iowa. And then, like I said, next week is kind of the last week of basketball. We'll worry about next week.
Yeah.
Tonight, here, we've got the Atlantic Trojans coming in to play the Red Oak Tigers. And let's kind of take a look at both these teams a little bit.
Tell me about them, Matt.
Trojans come in at 6-12 overall near. The Tigers are 3-14. Trojans are led by, we saw her play a couple week or so ago up in Atlanta. She was fantastic. Peyton Harder.
Yeah.
She averages 16 points a game. She's shooting 65% from the field. That's an extremely high percentage, and also 36% from three. So just really getting it done. She also averages 11 rebounds per game. So she's really doing it all for the Trojans. Trojans average 44 points per game. They give up 50 points per game. They're shooting overall as a team 37% from the field, which is a pretty good field goal percent average. From 3-point, they're shooting 27% as a team. From the free throw line, they're shooting 54%, and that 54% is not a bad free throw percentage in today's current basketball. Rebounds, 29 rebounds per game, 10 assists per game, 9 steals per game. They average 23 turnovers per game. That's a pretty high total number. Probably second highest only to the Tigers and Hawkeye team, averaging 12 fouls per game. They're coming in this game. They are coming in on a 2-game losing streak and looking to get back at Red Oak here. Red Oak's last win in this series over the Trojans, Aaron, was way back in February of 2020. Tigers 3-14 on the year coming in this game. They're led by Olivia Boswell, senior, 6 points per game average, and Merced Ramirez, she's at kind of that 7 rebounds, 6 points, 2 assist types player that kind of does a little bit of everything for the Tigers. She's a leader on the Tiger basketball team as well. Tigers are averaging almost 30 points per game, giving up 62, shooting 25% from the field, 22% from the three-point line, 43% from the free throw line, averaging about 30 rebounds per game. What else we got here? Turnovers 26 per game. So Atlantic's turning it over 23 times a game. Red Oak 26 times per game. Tigers, like I say, coming in this game, looking to kind of have a solid performance here. That game in Atlantic, I think, kind of got away from them. That was a very unique environment up there.
Yes, absolutely. 1,400 people are about in attendance.
I mean, the Tigers didn't say so, but I wonder if they were a little nervous up there with so many people packed in that. That's a lot of people watching you.
Yep.
But I think that the things we kind of always look from the Red Oak Tiger girls' perspective is energy, effort, enthusiasm. Give those things in the game. Let the scoreboard be what it is, but bring those things every night, and you'll take whatever happens on the scoreboard.
Absolutely. And you can come on down and join us here now in an exciting junior varsity 2 quarters of play. Red Oak wins on a last-second
girls game.
Red Oak wins on a last-second 3-point shot to go up by 2 and win that game.
Well, I think also it was a freshman game or a boys JV game. Reese Montgomery hits a shot at the buzzer and wins it for the Tigers as well. I don't know if that was a freshman game or a JV game. I get those all kind of mixed up. But so 2 close buzzer beater wins there for the Tigers in preliminary games tonight.
Superintendent of the Southwest Valley Community School District, Chris Finster, listening in. He'll be over at the Extreme Arena as well.
Mr. Finster will be in Southwest Valley. How many?
If you see Mr. Finster, make sure you give him a hard time.
Why is that?
I mean, just because he deserves it.
Just deserves it.
Some people be there Monday.
Give him a hard time.
Some people just deserve a hard time.
What did I say?
No,
we'll
be there Monday.
You'll see.
You'll
see.
I'll see him at Southwest Valley.
Are we there Monday?
We're there Monday.
Is there a basketball game?
Yes, man.
I don't even know what day is it. Where am I at?
This whole professional theme has just gone straight out the window, Matt. We haven't even started basketball yet.
It's from the time the game starts. We're still just in informal chit-chat. But yes. But yeah, Monday. That's Monday. I'm not even there. This is Tuesday.
This is Tuesday. That is correct. Let's take a break, Matt.
Let's take a break. Gather ourselves.
We'll be back after these messages. Basketball here on KCSI, Red Oak and Atlantic. Gym girls basketball upcoming reserves for the Atlantic Trojans. Avery Knuth is a senior 5'5". Lila Weiderstein is a sophomore 5'6". Bella Berg is senior 5'8". Riley Harlan, a freshman 5'9". Addie Friend, a sophomore 5'7". Peyton McLaren, a freshman 5'7". Bryn Lamp, a freshman 5'10". Jillian Sadoff is a freshman 5'8". And Maddie Richter is a junior 5'6". Those are your reserves. Starters for the Atlantic Trojans: McKenna Schroeder, sophomore 5'5". Zoe Kirchhoff is a sophomore 5'5". Claire Pellet, a senior 5'6". Peyton Harder, a junior 5'10". And Katrina Williams, a sophomore 5'11". Those are your starters for the Atlantic Trojans. Reserves for the Tigers tonight: Natalie Johnson, a freshman 5'8". Haley Rydberg, a senior 5'10". Mario Ramirez is freshman 5'7". Casey Kells, a senior 5'4". Caden Wingfield is a senior 5'3", and Grace Wingfield is a senior 5'3". Jaden McAlpin, a freshman 5'6", and Ella Johnson is a junior 5'6". Those are your starters. Your reserves for the Red Oak Tigers. Starters for the Tigers: Jaden Lindsay, a senior 5'8". Olivia Boswell is a senior 5'6". Merced Ramirez is a senior 5'9". Ellison Johnson is a sophomore 5'6", and Emily Siebenecker, a sophomore 5'6". Starters for the Red Oak Tigers. Announcements being made.
You do that well.
Well, thank you.
You've done that a few times.
I've been through the lineups a time or two. Then Mr. Erickson starts with our public address announcement here, and I get rattled. All right. So, Matt.
So it's big senior night.
It is senior night. We'll have.
How many seniors are there in the girls' team? There is. Let's see. Haley Ryberg, Casey Kells, Caden Wingfield, Grace Wingfield.
Yeah.
4.
Well, and then there are other managers.
Chloe Bruce.
Yep.
Merced.
Oh, Merced. How did I miss Merced? Yeah.
Olivia.
Well, Merced's not listed on the roster here.
You have.
Oh, I have the university.
Yeah, here. Chloe Bruce, Olivia Boswell, Casey Kells, Jaden Lindsay, Merced Ramirez, Haley Rydberg, Grace Wingfield, and Caden Wingfield. Those are your seniors. And we'll be talking about those. We will have senior night between games tonight officially, and have an introduction of those seniors. Do you remember
senior night? I don't know how it was for you, but I mean way back in the day. But it's kind of I don't know. Yeah, I would think you'd have mixed emotions. You're kind of excited for the game, but you're kind of like, man, this is my last.
Yeah.
It's at the end.
Did you have senior night back then, or did you make it to your senior year?
Yeah. Yes, I don't remember it offhand. I don't think they brought. I remember. No, I don't know if we did have senior night. I don't think we did. I don't remember being on the court with my parents or doing anything like that.
I don't remember senior night either, to be honest.
We didn't even take pictures back in the day, Aaron. I mean, it was a different era. We didn't have.
Well,
we didn't have radio. We didn't have TV. We didn't have
that big camera, the thing you held up, and you had to put the thing over your head.
We had Jim Logan from Red Oak Express would take some pictures from the baseline, and you'd see something in Red Oak Express once a week. But no, we didn't have any of that. No, there was no. We didn't have any of that. I tell you, we had packed gyms because if you wanted to, that was the one thing we had.
All right. We're going to have our national anthem. We will step away and be back with the opening tip after this. Oak. It's basketball time, Matt. Peyton Harder at center circle for the Trojans and Jaden Lindsay for the Red Oak Tigers. Here we go. Ball in the air, tapped, and coming away with it will be Pellet. Claire Pellet left right across center stripe to Kirchhoff. Kirchhoff picks it up over to the right side to Schroeder. Down in the corner to Kirchhoff. She drives the baseline. Knocked loose, and we have a foul on the play right away. It's going to be on Emily Siebenecker. That's her first. And we are underway here in Red Oak.
Be interesting to see if the Tigers, we've seen in the last couple, 3 or 4 games, the Tigers, when they make a bucket, go full court press. We'll see if they continue that tonight.
Inbound pass, dump it underneath the Harder. She spins. Nothing there. Kicks it back to the corner. Kirchhoff into the lane. Now top of the key to Schroeder. Left side to Pellet. Then to Schroeder. Pellet. Round to the right side to Kirchhoff. Pellet. They're trying to get set here. Now over to the left side to Schroeder. Left wing. Schroeder with the ball. Down to the baseline. It goes to Kirchhoff. Back to Schroeder. There's Pellet down the right wing. Inside Harder. She spins. Dumps it down right underneath. We're going to have another foul. I thought the Tigers looked pretty good defensively, Matt, honestly. And I thought the Trojans moved the ball well. Fouls on Boswell.
Very patient, 40 seconds in the game. The Trojans have drawn 2 foul calls, and the Tigers on just 1 possession, Tigers haven't gone down the other side yet. So
Zoe Kirchhoff at the line. Shots no good. 5'5" sophomore. Kirchhoff. 7:16 to play in the first.
Was it the Katrina Williams, the sophomore that we were impressed with up in Atlantic, the number 40? I think she had a
shots good.
Really good game, I think, up in Atlantic.
I think so. So
here's a press from Atlantic. Now they're going to go 2-1-1 full court press. Tigers get across the line.
Johnson Ramirez out on the right wing. Handled that very well, didn't they, Matt?
Absolutely.
Boswell. Left side to Johnson. Behind the arc, Johnson with the ball.
Harder out at top on that 1-2-2 zone.
Inside it goes to Lindsay, then out to Boswell for 3. Olivia Boswell.
Olivia had a good look at it. She had a good pass, and the Tigers are kind of doing a little press here, a little 1-3-1 type press here.
Down to the other end it goes. There's Williams baseline. Harder inside, knocked loose, picked up by Siebenecker.
Nice hands there by Lindsay. Tigers hustle back on that press. They put the press, but hustle back.
Out on the right side, it goes to Ella Johnson. Then to Ramirez. Johnson for 3. Short off the front of the rim, no good. Lindsay with the board, back up, and in for 2. Jaden Lindsay picks up a couple. Tigers lead here, 5-1.
Tigers still with that press now.
Down to the other end, there's Harder on the move to the bucket, no good. Williams with the board, gets it to Harder. All this right under the bucket. Now to Williams, drives the baseline, puts it up, no good. There's Ellison Johnson on the boards for the Tigers.
Tigers right there. Trojans missed a couple chippies there underneath the bucket. Tigers get the rebound.
Tap loose at the center court. Chase down the backcourt. Olivia Boswell. Now to Siebenecker. She takes the 3. It's
nothing but net.
Good. Emily Siebenecker.
Tigers on a roll here. 8-1 to start the game.
Pressure in the backcourt. Harder finds Kirchhoff down the left side. Dumps it right to Williams. She loses the handle on it. There's a 3-pointer. Nope, no good. Rebound gets too far under the bucket. Rebound Harder. Many opportunities here for the Trojans. And
Tigers really got to box out. They're just standing there, and the Trojans have second, third, fourth opportunities there. They're owning offensive glass.
Yeah, Harder puts it in for 2.
Good steal there by the Trojans.
Stolen by Schroeder. There's Harder wide open for the layup for 2.
Just like that, Trojans cut that lead down 8-5. But, yeah, Tigers have really got to push, that offensive rebounding. It's about getting body positioning and getting inside position.
Boswell into the middle to Johnson, tap loose, and Kirchhoff comes away with it. Kirchhoff, kind of a little one-handed jumper in front off the glass.
Tigers are trying to get the ball in the middle. It's not there, so if they're converging in the middle, you take it up the side.
Ramirez draws it to the middle.
Yeah, that's right now.
Miscommunication there.
3 turnovers in a row on the press by the Tigers there.
8-7 Red Oak leads with 4:42 to play in the first.
Going against a full court press is kind of like Patrick Mahomes in the pocket. You've got to, no, I'm serious. You kind of got to assess where everybody's at in the motion in relation to that. It's a challenge. I mean,
we're gonna have a travel. Tried to go inside to Harder, but she was on the move and whistle for the travel.
Sometimes it's leading your teammate into the open space. Find the open space so I can get you the ball. Where's the open space here?
Ramirez with the ball.
See, come up here. Right here's a pass right
Across the timeline, into the lane, kicks it out to Johnson, Ellison Johnson. She puts it up and draws the foul.
Pretty good job there by Merced. She went right down the middle, just took the direct route to the bucket there, and nice little pass over to Ellison. She'll get 2 shots.
Clara Pellet picks up her first personal foul of the evening.
You know, sitting up here like, you know, kind of behind the stands, you can see the court in much better vision than when you're at court level.
Yes.
You don't see the court quite that way. You know, it's a different vision when you're actually on the court. So, you know, I don't want to miss, you know.
It's really easy from up here to see.
Yeah, you can see it up here, but down there on that court level, it's a much, much different view.
Ellison Johnson, first bucket's good, 9-7 Red Oak leads. Second shot, Ellison gets them both, man.
Nice shots. Tigers right back into the press, a 3-1-1 type press here.
Inbound pass comes to Kirchhoff. She pushes it across center stripe, down toward the baseline, steps back behind the arc.
Excellent job by the Tigers to get back on that as they were pressing, so they did not get beat down the court.
Schroeder with the ball. Schroeder out on the right wing, down underneath. Harder, no good. Rebound Pellet. She goes up. It's blocked by Lindsay, goes out of play, and the Trojans keep it.
Yeah, I think what the Tigers do when the person's down a low post ball, they both double team it, but then they leave the other person. I think the Tigers would be better off just trying to do best they can on single coverage in the post, but seal off on rebounds.
Schroeder with the 3. If she's fouled, she'll go to the line for 3.
Yeah, Emily got her money's worth there on that foul. Always get your money's worth on those fouls.
Some old school knowledge there.
Yeah.
Schroeder at the line. She's a sophomore. First opportunity from the line. It's 10-7 Red Oak leads. 3:57 to play in the first. Shot. Schroeder, no good.
Hit the back rim, hit the front rim, hit the side rim, and bounced out.
Second shot coming from Schroeder is good. She's going to get 3. She was shooting a 3, so.
Casey Kells in for the game. Emily Siebenecker will go out. How many fouls?
I have Emily for 2.
Yeah, that's what I thought, yeah.
They have her, yeah. I have Emily for 2. Here's your third. It's good. She gets 2 of 3. Schroeder does. It's 10-9 now. Red Oak leads with 3:53 to play in the first. Pressure in the backcourt. Ramirez across the center stripe. Picks it up. Boswell deep 3. Long 3. Off the glass. No good. Rebound Pellet. Claire Pellet to Kirchhoff. Kirchhoff left to right across the timeline. Out on the left side to Schroeder. She skips it all the way across the court. Then back top of the key. It goes to Kirchhoff for 3. It's no good. Rebound Ramirez. Boswell.
Merced chased that rebound down in the corner. Now Merced's bringing the ball up. She
Kells
does a little bit of everything for the Tigers.
Boswell out on the left wing. Down underneath the Ellison Johnson in the block. She spins one-handed, puts it up. No good. There's Lindsay, and Lindsay is fouled.
Nice little low post game between Ellison Johnson and Jaden Lindsay. We've seen those. They've improved very much. Ellison much better with her footwork now on those low post moves than she was earlier in the year. Coaching staff, Coach Bruce and French and Johnson, been working with Ellison on how to position those feet in the maneuver for shots.
Shot from Lindsay is good. That's number 2 on Pellet, by the way, for the evening. And she comes out of the ball game, and Wiederstein checks into the ball game.
Be important for the Tigers to keep Lindsay and Johnson on the floor as much as they can. We've seen how much of a difference Lindsay and Johnson make when they can play a lot of minutes.
Second shot from Lindsay was good. Across the timeline, Trojans with the ball. That's Schroeder off the glass for 2. Nice job, McKenna Schroeder.
Nice job. She just kept on going her right bucket. No one stopped her, and she's, I'll just take it.
In the middle, we're going to have a foul on Wiederstein. Lila Wiederstein.
And that's Ellison Johnson did something else well there, Aaron. She kind of went to the pass on the press. You kind of got to be moving towards the ball on when the pass is coming to you, and she did that there. That made the Trojan player go off her back on that. Otherwise, the Trojan would have picked that off.
Boswell out on the wing goes across to Lindsay. It's a bit high.
Bit high. Looked like a Lamar Jackson pass in the game against the Chiefs. Bit off target.
So you got the Niners.
I got the Niners. You know why?
Yeah, Brock Purdy.
Yep.
Over to the left side. That, and you think Chiefs fans got too big for their britches.
I did not say that.
You have said that. You didn't say that. I said that, but that's what you meant.
Well, you know, yeah, there's something maybe a little something to that. A little something to that.
Ramirez to Boswell, back to Ramirez. And you have been a Chiefs fan, Matt.
I have.
Lindsay down to the blocks on the right.
Nice jump stop.
Side for 2, Jaden Lindsay.
Jaden really did a great job getting herself under control in that jump stop and then getting the bucket to go off the glass.
Richter with the ball to Harder, back to Richter. Out on the left side, Richter with the ball, looks at the 3, goes left to Schroeder for 3. Nope. Rebound Johnson, Ellison Johnson. To Boswell.
Trojans staying with the press even on the missed shot here.
Ramirez to Johnson, and Ellison takes it down to the right elbow, into the lane, jumper.
Yeah.
Good, Ellison Johnson.
Ellison Johnson, same thing. No one's going to stop me. I'll just take the bucket.
16-11, Red Oak leads here with 1:57 to play in the first. Runner off the top of the apparatus.
Yeah, off.
Huh?
Yes, off the top of the apparatus, or for us folks who it's called the backboard, but Tiger basketball.
And John Lindsay to Boswell.
Apparatus.
Out on the right side.
This isn't gymnastics. This is basketball.
Wiederstein comes away with the ball for the Trojans, down to the blocks, kicks it out on the left side to Schroeder. Top of the key, Richter for 3. It's
nice
good.
Shot.
Maddie Richter.
Deep shot there from Richter, but she got it to go.
And it's 16-14, Red Oak leads. Harder with the steal right in front of the bucket with the left hand.
And there's a case where you got to go to the pass. Tigers got to go to the pass on the press. Don't wait for it to come to you.
Tied up at 16 now. Ellison Johnson with the ball. Into the lane, little running jumper, one-handed, no good. Gets her own board, back up, no good. And it's going to bounce out of play. Last touch, Tigers.
Right idea, good idea. Just couldn't get the ball to go through the net there, but another good drive by Ellison Johnson on the press break. Tigers done a little bit better here in the last 2 or 3 minutes on that press from against Atlantic.
And Richter will put it into play. Maddie Richter is a junior, 5'6" junior. Harder, back to Richter. Now to Kirchhoff. Richter to Harder right in the middle of the court. She takes it across center stripe.
You know, one.
Richter drives left elbow, puts it up off the glass, no good. Rebound Williams. She goes up strong. The bucket's going to count for Williams.
And I think the foul will be on Lindsay. I think that'll be her first. You know, one thing about the Tigers going to a press we've seen the last 4 games, my guess is they have been practicing trying to work the ball up against the press all season in their practices. So why not take that full court press and utilize it yourself in games? And I think that's kind of where we have seen the evolution of this team over the course of the year, that they went against working against the press, now working to deliver a press in their games. So good to see from the Tiger basketball program.
Out on the left side, it's now Atlantic leads 18-16 at the end of toward the end of the first here, 38 seconds and counting.
High scoring first quarter.
It is. Boswell down the left side, has it knocked loose, picks it up, gets to Mario Ramirez, now to Merced Ramirez. Into the lane, jumper from Merced, no good. Rebound, Harder, Peyton Harder. To Pellet. Kirchhoff across center stripe. Kirchhoff at center circle for the Trojans, playing for one final shot. 10 seconds and counting. Kirchhoff standing in the center circle. Left side to Richter. There's Pellet. Kirchhoff skips it across to Richter. She shoots it with 2 seconds on the clock. It's no good. It goes out of play. At the end of the first, Atlantic with the lead, 18-16. We'll be back after this. As we get set for the second quarter. Hey, can I say something not about basketball?
I suppose.
But for tomorrow morning, 7:15 tomorrow morning, Oh, I'm going to have the opportunity to visit with Governor Kim Reynolds.
There you go.
7:15 tomorrow morning. Tune in.
So we just have an 18-16 in the first quarter. When Red Oak played Atlantic a week and a half ago, the score to end the first quarter was Atlantic 27, Red Oak 1.
Yes.
So
much different ball game. 3-pointer from Boswell, rebound Harder.
Energy, effort. They scored a total of 13 points in that game.
They've
already eclipsed that here in the first quarter.
Little jumper from the Trojans up, no good. Rebound Ellison Johnson.
So just, I mean, you can tell Coach Johnson say, hey, we need to show Atlantic we're better than what we showed you in Atlantic.
Ellison Johnson.
First quarter, job done.
Boswell.
But you got to string more quarters together here.
Right side, Mario Ramirez to Merced Ramirez. Skips it across. Kells puts it up. Nope. Rebound Richter. Maddie Richter with the board. She lets the traffic clear. Now takes it left, right across center stripe. Over to the right side to Kirchhoff. Down the corner, Richter. Kirchhoff. Pellet. Underneath it goes. Williams puts it up. Katrina Williams, no good. Rebound Boswell.
And one final thing about that game in Atlantic. I think the Atlantic girls were really fired up because they had their whole student body there. So you tip your hat to Atlantic.
Absolutely.
They were ready to go that night. And, so credit to them. But it's a different atmosphere on the road now. And we've got a ball game here with 6:43 to go in the first half.
Siebenecker into the game. Boswell takes a seat for the Tigers. 18-16, 6:43 to play in the half. Inbound pass to Ramirez.
That's professional analysis right there.
It is professional night. Out on the right side, he goes to Merced Ramirez. Little jumper off the glass, no good. Rebound to Richter. Richter pushing it quickly. Now she slows down across the center stripe. Richter with the ball at the top of the key. Goes right to Pellet. Inside, Williams dumps it right underneath. That was nice.
Nice little high-low. High to Williams, and she dumps it down low, and Harder with the basket.
20-16 is our score. Atlantic with the lead.
Red Oak's gone a few minutes here without a bucket. Time to get some points here for the Tigers. You don't want to get too far behind here.
Ellison Johnson takes it to the hoop but loses the handle, and it'll be Trojans' ball now.
I think Ellison tried to go between two Trojans there. Got to power through that.
Inbound pass from Kirchhoff.
Siebenecker back in there now. She's got 2 fouls.
Richter. Kirchhoff tries to get it to Pellet, but it's too high.
A little frustration from the Trojans. That's what a press does, so good job by the Tigers there to get a turnover. Both these teams are high turnover teams. We came in talking Trojans average about 24 a game, Tigers about 26, so it's playing out that way so far in this game.
Ramirez with the ball. That's Merced Ramirez. Mariel out of the game.
Good little move cut there by Merced.
Merced takes it all the way into the lane and puts it up for 2.
That was a great play by Merced. She recognized the space in the floor, went to the open space, got the pass, and then made a good cut to the bucket and makes the points.
Schroeder with the ball on the left side. We have a foul. I think that's on Kells.
And that's going to be only the first team foul.
Yeah,
actually first foul on either team this quarter.
Casey Kells, that's her first of the evening. Inbound pass will come from Schroeder to Kirchhoff. Back to Schroeder. Skips it all the way across to Richter. Looks at the 3. Comes around top of the horn. Kirchhoff drives down the left side of the lane. Puts it up. No good.
Ellison
Johnson. She's had a lot of boards.
Yeah, she's one of the leaders in a really good effort. She has a knack for it.
Down the corner, Siebenecker for 3. No good. Rebound pulled down by Kirchhoff. Kirchhoff pushes it up to Schroeder.
Nice pass.
Tries to put it up underneath. It was too far under the basket, but the Trojans will gain control. Schroeder down in the corner, behind the arc now. Kirchhoff. Richter. Kirchhoff in the corner.
Tigers doing a good job on her spacing on her zone
Schroeder.
Defense, Aaron.
Inside to Harder. When she gets right there, Matt, she's tough to stop.
And that's good execution by the Trojans because the Tigers really played that zone very well there with their spacing and getting out, covering on 3 line. So credit Atlantic there. They made a good move.
22-18 is the score. Atlantic leads with 4.5 minutes to play in the half. Boswell to Kells. Jumper from Kells off the glass is no good. Rebound, Kirchhoff.
Follow that shot.
Kirchhoff to the top of the key. Goes left to Richter. Down in the corner now to Kirchhoff. Looks inside. She skips it across to Schroeder. Tries to go inside. There's Harder again, right to the bucket. And boy, Matt, Peyton Harder.
And the simple things that see how many points she had last.
12.
but last time. But,
Oh.
She is a right-hand player. Simply, just try to make the player go left-hand if you can. I know that may not be a big thing, but try to make it as difficult as you can. Understand your opponent. Easier set up here than on the floor, but, it's like we're going to see Colt Rasmussen.
Yeah.
I mean, has really, really no weaknesses, but if you had to try to do something, try to run him off the three-point, make him make at least mid-range jumpers rather than giving open threes. I mean, if you're going to get a bucket, give up 2 rather than 3. I mean, simple things like that. If you can be consistent with that, you hope can kind of slow down these players. Harder's the same type of player. She can get points in a hurry.
Yeah, she has 12 on the night. I'm kind of looking forward to that.
You're going to see
play. I mean, he's a fun player to watch.
You're going to see 2 teams that like the play offense in that boys game come up later.
24-8 is our score with 4 minutes. 24-18.
Trojans out to a 6-point lead here. You get the sense the Tigers need a bucket here, Aaron, to kind of hang around.
Ellison Johnson into the lane, puts it up, and she's fouled. Fouls on Harder, I believe. It's going to send Ellison Johnson to the line.
First foul, I think.
Yeah, that's her first. Ellison will go to the line. She is 2 of 2 from the line. 3:53 to play. 24-18 is the score. Atlantic leads. Shot from Johnson, in and out.
I mean, that's a really good-looking shot. Didn't go, but I mean, her lineup, her feet, her alignment with her elbow and arm and all that is just spot on. Nice release there.
This one's good from Ellison. 24-19 now. Harder in the middle. Lets the traffic clear. Now finds Richter. Right wing, Richter with the ball. Out to Kirchhoff. Left side, Schroeder. Underneath Williams, there's that high-low again in the reverse left.
Yeah,
that's just about as nice as it gets.
Tigers can't go. They're trying to double on that high pass. Like I say, the Tigers are used to doubling everything down low. Don't double. Stay with your person down low.
Siebenecker for 3. It's no good. Rebound Harder. Harder to Schroeder. She pushes it to the center line and slows down. Kind of underhand scoop over to the other player. Richter looks at the 3.
And they're going to go high-low again here. They're going to try to run it again.
Three-pointer from Schroeder is good. McKenna Schroeder for 3.
In Trojans, you get something going down low. Tigers try to take it away. Opens the 3 line a little bit more. And
biggest lead of the night now for the Trojans, 29-19. Trojans lead with 3 minutes to play in the half. Out on the left side to Boswell.
So it's 18-16, I think, at the end of the first quarter. So Trojans have outscored the Tigers 11-3 in this second quarter so far. We talked about the Tigers trying to string 2 quarters together. Need to buckle down here on defense and get a stop.
Yeah, that's Wiederstein with the ball. Picks it up. Schroeder for 3.
Harder out of the game.
Good from Schroeder again. Back-to-back 3s.
Yeah, Harder's out of the game, and then a turnover by the Tigers there. I don't know if fatigue's kind of setting in for the Tigers a little bit here, but Trojans have really stretched it out now, just like that in a matter of a couple 2 or 3 minute span. The game has gotten away from the Tigers.
32-19 is our score. Trojans lead. 2:46 to play in the half. Inbound pass will come from Kirchhoff. All the way out to Pellet. Then the corner, Schroeder. Top of the key to McLaren. Right side now to Schroeder. Or Kirchhoff, rather. Now to Schroeder. Left wing, Schroeder with the ball. Underneath Pellet, she spins. Nothing there. There's McLaren. Right side for 3. In and out. So rebound, Ellison Johnson.
You got Williams and Harder both out of the game at the same time. They're a little bit different looking team offensively than they are when those guys are in there, when those 2 are in there.
Nice move to the bucket by Ramirez. The point not there, but it's a nice move. McLaren across the center stripe, left to right at the center circle.
So you don't see this high-low with these 4 players out there. You're seeing a little bit more. They're trying to run it there, but more of a perimeter game here with this team.
Down underneath the Pellet in the lane. She spins, puts up the little 5-footer in front. No good. Rebound, Ellison Johnson. Ellison has a tremendous number of boards tonight.
She might be close to double digits already.
Down inside to Ellison Johnson. Top back to Ellison. High post. Backs her way down the lane. Gets whistled for 3 seconds in the lane.
Yeah, gotta make it. You can kind of get away with that if you're on the fringe of the lane, you have a foot there. But when you're hunker down right in the middle of the lane,
kind of obvious.
They're going to call you on that.
Right side, it goes to McLaren. Kirchhoff across the center stripe. Top of the key, Kirchhoff with the ball. Zoe Kirchhoff. There's Wiederstein underneath the Pellet. She puts it up, blocked by Ramirez. Merced. Ellison Johnson to Boswell, and Boswell takes it across the center stripe. Ramirez on the right side. Boswell. Down the left side, she goes to the baseline. tapped and then goes out of play. And it's Atlantic ball. Harder into the game. Pellet takes a seat.
Timeout Tigers.
Let's take it with them. Minute 15 to play in the half. 32-19. Atlantic with the lead. We'll be back after this. Red Oak 32-19 is our score. Atlantic with the lead.
Minute 15 to go here. Atlantic's really had it the second quarter here. Tigers important here to try to get a stop and try to get that get within a couple 10, 11 points here. But Atlantic a good break here, good pass.
Schroeder to Wiederstein up, no good. There's Harder board, no good. Rebound Lindsay.
But good job by Johnson. She made Harder go over her to get that and disrupted the shot. So Tigers get the ball back.
Boswell. Ramirez, top of the key, 52 seconds remaining in the half. Olivia Boswell to Ellison Johnson through her hands, picked up by McLaren, tied up, jump ball. And it's Atlantic's ball.
Well,
I think that's a student that's...
I think he's coaching.
I think he might be with his clipboard and his hat. And his exaggerated posture.
Yeah, coaching.
Is that an Atlantic student or a Red Oak student? Who is that? Oh, my gosh. Boswell at the top of the key. Goes left to Siebenecker. 22 seconds and counting. I don't know, but he's really doing a good job. Hand on the hip. Now we have Kirchhoff with the ball. Over to the left side to Schroeder. Back top key to McLaren. Right side. Skips it all the way across to Schroeder for three. It's good. That's 3 in a row for Schroeder, Matt, as the horn sounds. 35-19 is the score at half. Atlantic with the lead. We'll be back.
We need to get the camera on the coach over there.
We'll be back after this. Welcome back to Red Oak. We are at halftime. We have the Red Oak Spirit Leaders. Is that right? Yeah. On the court. You can watch that, and you caught that there if you're watching online. Thanks for watching, too, by the way. Halftime, and it's Atlantic over Red Oak 35-19 at half. Let me give you some stats from the first half for the Trojans. McKenna Schroeder with 13 points, 2 of 3 from the foul line for Schroeder.
How many threes?
3 threes back-to-back in the second quarter. Zoe Kirchhoff, 3 points, 1 of 2 from the foul line. You have Peyton Harder with 14 points in the first half. Katrina Williams has 2, and Maddie Richter with 3. For the Red Oak Tiger, Jaden Lindsay, 6 points, 2 of 2 from the foul line. Olivia Boswell has 3. Merced Ramirez with 2 points for the Tigers. 5 points for Ellison Johnson, 3 of 4 from the foul line, and Emily Siebenecker with a 3 in the first half. 35-19 is our score at half. So, Matt, we figured out, yes.
I think for the Red Oak girls, they can't hang their hat on just having a good first quarter. I think they need to come back out in the second half, and they need to, the scoreboard let it be what it is, but I think the Tigers need to regain some of that momentum they had in the first quarter because, one quarter is great, that's fine, but you need to show more here in the second half, I think, at least my perspective, from that's part of growing and developing as a team to try to string consistency together. I'm trying to find here if I can. I want to find, we already talked about up in Atlantic's Red Oak that scored 27-1 in that first quarter, so what a vast improvement that was. But I'm trying to look at how, in comparison, where the score was at half. Like I said, the Red Oak only scored a total of 13 points in that game.
Yeah.
Peyton Harder had 23 points in that game up there. So, something for Red Oak here to do is work on that press, bring the press, get through, and
we got our scout, Matt. He's a scout. He's over talking to the coaches.
We have. I think it's Aiden Johnson. He is scouting,
and he is not breaking character.
No, he's scouting the fans. He's scouting the entertainment. He's scouting the opposing team.
He went down and shook hands with the coaches.
He's got his clipboard with a check sheet. He's got the khaki pants like a scout. He's got the floppy hat.
Oh my!
And he's definitely got the coach look over there. He's definitely scouting.
Oh my!
Scouting things tonight from what Mr. Erickson has advised us. I said, "What is this?" He's scouting.
All right, we're at halftime. 35-19 is our score. Varsity girls. Atlantic with the lead. We will be back with more after this. Aaron West, Matt Davis, Melanie West.
Red Oak basketball here. Yeah, like I say, I'd like to see Red Oak re-engage into this game here in the second half. They kind of got away from there in the second quarter. I don't know if they kind of settled with that first quarter performance, but get re-engaged here and bring it here in the second half and on this team and execute. So let's see if Tigers gets a good start here with the first possession.
Ellison Johnson with the ball over to the right side to Merced Ramirez. Down to the blocks, picks it up. Now to Siebenecker. All this on the right side. Down to the baseline, puts one up, rebound Harder for Atlantic. Harder to Kirchhoff. Kirchhoff right to left across center stripe. Round to the right side to Schroeder. Kirchhoff, 3, baseline right, and snaps the net with it.
Yeah, Tigers didn't recognize that corner shot there. Need to get out a little quicker to cover on that.
And the Trojans are off to a hot start here. Boswell hits Ramirez inside left hand off the glass. It's no good. And the Trojans come away with it. 38-19 is our score. Left side it goes to Schroeder.
There's good job.
High-low, but the Tigers knock it loose, Matt.
So what the Tigers did, they had a little adjustment there in halftime. Coaches drew up, diagrammed out a high-low, and they defended that well there.
Boswell with the ball, top of the key, right side to Siebenecker. Emily with the ball, picks up her dribble, hits Ramirez down the baseline underneath the Lindsay. Double team, and I think we have a double dribble there.
You know, it said she traveled, but I thought she dribbled it. But
she did.
But nice job there defensively by the Tigers. The Tigers are going to press here.
38-19 is our score. Inbound pass to Pellet.
I'm not really sure what type of press it is. It's some sort of 1-2-1 type press here.
And
timeout, Atlantic.
All right.
Guess coach was worried about that here early in the third quarter. Burn those timeouts, Aaron. It's like free burger night at the bar. You better get your free burgers before they're gone. Use those timeouts up.
We've had free burger night at the bar.
Mm-hmm.
We've had free cheese.
Free cheese.
Yeah.
Take what's free. You got free timeouts. Take them.
There was a football game last fall, if you remember, that had free turkey. You remember that?
I said that?
Yeah.
Free turkeys?
Yeah. It was like picking up a free turkey.
Well, you know, anything for free. Free throws are free. Timeouts are free. Take them.
Well, all right, here we go. Inbound pass will come from Kirchhoff to Pellet into the backcourt. Pellet with the ball, picks it up. Now across the timeline to Schroeder. Schroeder out on the right wing. Schroeder with the ball. Down to the corner to Pellet. Underneath, Williams off the glass for 2. Katrina Williams.
Everything Atlantic gets either right at the bucket or a three-point line. They take very little mid-range shots. It's either a three-point shot or it's right at the bucket, underneath the bucket.
Underneath the Lindsay through her hands, and Harder comes away with it. And the Trojans have the numbers. Harder fakes it, takes it, no good. We're going to have a jump ball.
Nice job by Olivia Boswell to hustle back and deflect that shot, and then Merced in there ties up the Trojan, but it will stay with Atlantic here on the inbounds.
Kirchhoff will put it into play. Schroeder for 3, and no good. Rebound, Siebenecker to Ramirez, and Ramirez takes it across the center stripe, top of the key, left side Siebenecker. Siebenecker into the lane, jumper, no good. Rebound pulled down by Kirchhoff.
I think Tigers need to really try to get that low post game going with Jaden Lindsay. Try to clear out his side and get Jaden a low post one-on-one move down here.
Harder to Williams, high-low, blocked by Lindsay. Nice job by Jaden, picked up by Boswell.
Tigers are really effective when they can get that right here to give that chance there to get the ball in low post to Jaden.
Top of the key, Ramirez with the ball, goes right to Siebenecker. She takes it down to the baseline, picks up the dribble, finds Boswell. In the lane she goes, running jumper, one hand off the glass, no good. Rebound Harder.
I thought Livy could have taken one more dribble, gotten a little closer there, but she made a good drive, just couldn't get to go.
Kirchhoff with the ball, out to Schroeder. Over to Pellet, right side jumper.
Good hand.
Blocked by Boswell.
Livy, I thought she had a clean block there, but they're going to get her with the foul.
That is her second foul.
Just very proud of Olivia doing such a good job her senior year, giving leadership to this Tiger team, and that's just wonderful to see.
Shot from Pellet is good. Claire Pellet.
As has Merced and Ramirez as well, and whom else? Haley Ryberg. They've all in their own way. Jaden Lindsay, they've all have demonstrated tremendous good leadership. And leadership as a senior, it means being good with your teammates and giving good effort.
Pellet gets them both. It's 42-19 now. Three-pointer from Siebenecker is no good. Harder with the board. Peyton Harder, she's a good basketball player.
Peyton Harder's a good basketball, you bet. Yeah, she can shoot the ball, and she's really good in the low post. She knows how to use her feet and get position. And
rebound.
There's a good job by Jaden Lindsay, though.
Lindsay just steps right in front, takes it, Matt.
Yeah.
Ramirez across the center stripe. Three-pointer from Ramirez off the glass. No good. Rebound Pellet.
Tigers are getting good looks this quarter, but they're not dropping.
Kirchhoff will take it across the center stripe for the Trojans. Out on the right side now to Schroeder. Pellet in the corner for three. It's no good.
Should be over the back there.
Back there.
Yeah. But that's the positioning that the Merced Ramirez did well there. She had inside position and forced the Trojan to go over her back and commit the foul. So it'll be Red Oak basketball.
Fouls on Pellet. That's number 3 on her. She'll come out of the ball game with 3. And Richter checks into the ball game. Maddie Richter, she's a junior. She can shoot the ball well.
She does, yeah.
Pressure here in the backcourt. Inbound pass to Ramirez. Merced pushes it quickly across the center stripe into the lane. Running jumper off the glass for 2.
Yeah, the Tigers get on the board here this half. Nice job there by Merced. Tigers roll right back into their press.
42-21 is the score with just over 4 minutes to play in the third. Richter will bring it across center stripe, near side, down to the baseline. Richter with the ball all the way underneath and kicks it out for 3. That's Schroeder, no good. Rebound, Kirchhoff, no good. Harder rebound, back up and in. So third chance opportunity, and Harder doesn't miss many from down there. Johnson with the ball. Ellison tapped out of play. Tigers will keep it midcourt far side. 44-21 is our score with 3:35 to play in the third. Ramirez now out on in the backcourt. She'll bring it across the center stripe at center circle. You need a logo there, Matt. You need a big Tigers head.
Yeah, and like I said, I wish they would really go with a different color wood on the inside of the three-point lane or line. I think that would make a big difference in the Red Oak basketball court.
Because you can't really see a shot from the logo.
It's going to be offensive push there with the hand by Olivia, but it's a beautiful facility. We're kind of, but yeah, I agree. A logo and some of those little things would really help. There's a lot of lines on the Red Oak court.
And full court press coming here. Inbound pass to Richter. Oh, not being critical at all.
Nope. Just slight suggestions of possible enhancements.
Wiederstein knocked away and picked up by Boswell. Boswell with the ball, far side of the court. Comes back to the top of the key for the Tigers. Picks it up. Now to Lindsay. Out to Boswell. Boswell again down in the lane. Picks it up. There's Johnson from the foul line. No good. Rebound Harder. Nice look.
Yeah, nice look. Just Tigers really burning the rim with their shots or rolling around. They just won't drop. It's like my putting game. Actually, I don't even come close on the putting your surface.
Richter for 3. It's no good. Ramirez grabs it. It's not technically a rebound, was it? They didn't touch anything.
Kind of a long-range loose ball.
There. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Ramirez with the ball.
Oh, nice move.
Nice cut to the bucket. Puts it up. No good. Rebound, Wiederstein. Lila Wiederstein.
I mean, every time down, the Tigers' last 4 or 5 have had good looks, haven't they? Have gotten good shots.
Yep.
So you can't complain about regarding that. Sometimes they go and sometimes they don't, but kind of a timeout here by Atlantic coach.
Full timeout. We'll take it with them. 2:01 to play in the third. 44-21. Atlantic with the lead, and we'll be right back after this. Red Oak, Aaron West, Matt Davis. 2 minutes to play in the third. 44-21 is our score. And Atlantic with the ball. The inbound pass comes from Kirchhoff to Schroeder. Now to McLaren, down to Schroeder in the corner. Inside to defense. Harder, but nice.
That's the second time we've seen Jaden Lindsay come over and deflect and or steal. Jaden has a quickness over Harder, not the size, but she has quicker feet, and she's utilized it here a couple times to get steals down low.
And there's Boswell to Lindsay. Pressure in the backcourt here from the Trojans. Boswell picks it up. Now
to Lindsay across the line.
Lindsay gets it across center stripe now. Boswell down the left side. It's knocked loose and goes out of play. And Trojans ball.
Yeah, just on those dribble drives, the Trojans really defend well and hard.
A minute 30 to play. Down underneath to Harder on the move quickly to the bucket, and it's good for two. Peyton Harder.
Nice catch and run there by Harder.
46-21 is our score.
There's good cut by Ellison Johnson on the
Atlantic with the lead. Ellison Johnson hits Siebenecker in the lane. She's going to whistle for the travel.
Yeah, she wanted to do the right thing. She knew she needed to do a reverse pivot there, but she just took a little extra step.
Pressure in the backcourt now from the Tigers. Inbound pass to Harder. Boy, that was high. She goes up and gets it. Hits Richter.
That's how you break a press right there. And 2 long passes and a layup. I mean, that was textbook break there by the Trojans of that press.
Yeah, Richter picks up 2 more.
They're kind of going through the
48-21 is the score. Atlantic leads. 57 seconds to play in the third. Substitution. Mario Ramirez comes into the ball game. And Siebenecker will take a seat for Red Oak. Ellison Johnson will put it into play into the backcourt for Red Oak. To Boswell. Boswell across the center stripe. Ellison Johnson at the top of the key. Boswell dumps it to Johnson in the lane. Spins underneath. Picks it up. Puts it up and scores 2.
Good job by Ellison. Tigers back into their press here. See the Trojans. The Trojans are doing a good job here against the Tiger press. But it's good for the Tigers to do this, Aaron. We've talked about Tigers learn a lot from doing the pressing. It makes you grow in your basketball skills and development.
Kirchhoff with the ball.
The hole for one shot here.
Yes, 15 seconds and counting in the third. And Kirchhoff just standing out center circle.
Only 3 fouls called in this quarter, Aaron.
Total. Now Kirchhoff skips across to Richter. She got a whistle for the travel. That pump fake was pretty heavy pump fake, and she shuffled her feet.
I love the pump fake, but just a little too much foot action there.
Got her scout down in front of us here.
The scout's down here in front?
You see him?
Yeah, he's right here.
Down here. He's listening to what the coaches are saying.
He's chomping the gum. Chomping the gum. We've seen it all with them students. We've seen the sportscaster nights. Yes. We've seen, I think, road construction worker night. Yep. We have seen I think Jersey night, Cowboy night.
All kinds of theme nights. And steps on the sideline. The bucket goes in, but
and once again we see that famous Red Oak out of bounds line on the far side catch an opponent stepping out of bounds.
That's the end of the third. 48-23 is the score. Atlantic with the lead, and we will be back. varsity girls play. Atlantic with the lead. Atlantic with the ball, and the inbound pass will come from Pellet. Pellet to Kirchhoff. Kirchhoff goes right to Richter. Hits Williams.
Tigers really taking that high-low game away the second half, haven't they,
Richter.
Aaron.
Yeah, shots up, no good. Rebound, Williams. Yeah.
I forgot your name. What's your name?
It's Aaron.
Aaron.
Yeah. Richter with the ball. Right side to
is that with
Kirchhoff.
Is that Aaron or is it Aaron?
It's 2 A's. Aaron. There you go. Like the
it's
skit.
Aaron?
Like the skit. Yeah. Aaron, 2 A's. 48-23, 7.5 minutes to play in the ball game. Pressure in the backcourt here from the Trojans.
What's your middle name?
That is my middle name.
Oh. So you're Aaron? You're Aaron West?
I'll let you just guess on my first. It's Ramirez into the lane. Kicks it out to Johnson, and we're going to have a travel.
Oh, I let that go. That's just a little. That's a little minor. That's all Euro step. That's let that go.
That's a play on?
That's a play on.
Thank you.
Lisa will be in my third grade basketball game, a referee. You've got to take at least 6 steps for me to call travel in third grade basketball.
Well,
6.
This is high school varsity play, though, Matt.
Let's go with 2 tonight. 2
steps. Did you see the nice person I dropped my pen?
What'd you do?
Nice person handed it up to me. That's a good people that we have here.
Oh, do we?
Yeah. She handed it back up to me.
Oh, good steal there. Oh, almost by Casey Kells.
Shot goes up from Kirchhoff. It's no good.
We stay with Atlantic here. 6:43 to go. I'd like to see Tigers getting that 30-point range tonight. That would be a nice kind of total for them to get to here. So they need to get 7-8 more points here this quarter.
Kirchhoff will put it into play from the baseline to Richter in the corner for 3.
Going to call travel there.
Again.
They're
really.
Where was the crew we saw? Was it last year we had that crew that was really heavily emphasizing traveling? I think it was down at Shenandoah last year. I mean, I think they were getting paid by the number of travel violations. It was like you couldn't even move. Every crew has their things they kind of look for. Some crews look for palming the basketball. It's
Kells out on the right wing, drives down to the baseline, puts it up. No good. There's Lindsay with the board in the putback.
Nice follow-up there by Jaden Lindsay. She came to the bucket when her teammate made the move there, and she was right there, John on the spot. And then there's a steal by Lindsay.
Johnson picks it up. She takes it to the foul line. She's double-teamed on the floor.
They're called traveling.
And we're going to have a timeout. Coach Johnson calls a timeout.
Use those timeouts, Aaron.
Use them.
Use them.
Free burgers.
Can't take them with you, man. Use them.
48-25. We're going to get into bigger life lessons here, huh? You can't take them with you.
Can't take them with them. Just use them.
All right.
They're like coupons. Use those coupons. I mean, how many times? Gift cards. Do you ever get gift cards because you don't use them?
No.
I think that's a great secret to the industry. They sell you gift cards thinking half the people won't use them.
Certain percentage that do you have gift cards that you don't use?
I have them. And and sometimes I will recirculate them. I don't know. I'm going to give it to Aaron for his birthday, So I hope it still works. I have no idea.
Oh gosh. Well,
is there a limit on gift cards? They have like an expiration.
Some gift cards do have an expiration, or they charge you so much a period of time.
See, that's free money to corporations. They just want that free money.
Into the backcourt it goes to Ramirez. Now Boswell, top the key. Boswell with the ball. Kells. 5 minutes and counting in the ball game.
Have we heard from any listeners out there? Where's our people in West Coburg?
Shot is up. West Coburg, they may be offline tonight.
I heard our ratings are really up in the Stinnett area.
Yeah.
I heard
we were Tenville. Strong in Tenville, too.
Tenville and Stinnett will really lead the market.
I think so. Down underneath the Harder, knock loose. Who's keeping that, Matt?
I think it's going to stay with the Trojans.
Trojans keep it. Inbound pass from Wiederstein to Pellet. Top the key, Pellet with the ball. Goes back left to Wiederstein. Cross to Schroeder. Schroeder into the right elbow, dumps it underneath.
Lindsay, again, that's got to be her third or fourth steal she's had down there in that low post the second half.
Jaden Lindsay. Ramirez in the lane, stolen by Williams. Katrina Williams. She pushes it to the other end quickly, but here comes Kells from behind and knocks it out of play.
Casey Kells never gives up on a play. She will give you everything she has, and there she just was on a dead sprint to make sure she got back, and she was able to knock that ball out of bounds.
Inbound pass to Pellet in the corner. Now Harder at the left elbow. Underneath, Wiederstein puts it up. No good. Rebound, Williams back up and in for two.
Williams has got very long arms, and she just was able to pluck that rebound out of the air and put it back in for two for the Trojans.
Boswell to Ramirez, left elbow. Down the left side of the lane, puts it
up. I
up.
thought there might have been a foul there.
Harder grabs the board. She'll take it right to left across center stripe.
Merced, I don't know if I've ever seen Merced complain about anything. She kind of did a little shrug there. I mean, that's almost outrageous from Merced. She is such a nice person. She is. So, if she's keeping a little shrug, she was.
Harder. She is a top-notch young lady.
Yeah, she absolutely. Full court press here still from the Trojans.
52-25. Trojans lead. Boswell down to the baseline. Double team. Knocked loose. Picked up by Pellet.
Not sure what happened there. She got trapped in the corner there.
4:26 to play.
Like I said, I'd like to see the Tigers get in that 30-point range in this game. I think that would be a good place for them to kind of get. They had a really outstanding first quarter, 16 points out first quarter.
Down underneath to Williams. That's a two. That's a two from Kirchhoff.
One thing I will say, if the team is still trapping Red Oak in the fourth quarter, that in a weird way, that's progress because, we've seen it so often that teams are not doing that.
Shot goes up, no good. Rebound, Pellet. 54-25, 3:47 to play in the ball game, and back across the timeline now. Kirchhoff with the ball, top of the key, goes left to Wiederstein.
Wingfield in there now for the Tigers.
Schroeder for three, no good. Rebound. Kells tapped it. Boswell picks it up. Boswell across center stripe. Now to Kells. In the lane, Casey Kells. She puts it up off the glass. No good. Rebound, Harder. Peyton Harder.
One thing the Trojans have really done, they've really gone more of kind of a man-to-man on their defense's half, Aaron, and that kind of bothers the Tigers. They're not as effective in man-to-man defense they are when they play against some sort of zone defense. There's going to be another timeout here.
Full timeout.
We're going to use all these timeouts in this girl game.
56-25. Atlantic with the lead, and we'll be back after this.
Trumpet song.
You started digging into your pocket saying you're going to pay them off to not play that song.
It's annoying. It's like a car alarm. No one pays attention to a car alarm anymore. It's annoying. The trumpet song is annoying.
56-25 is the score. Atlantic with the lead with 3:13 to play in the ball game. Trojans with the ball. Inbound pass will come from Wiederstein into McLaren. Back to Wiederstein in the corner. She takes the three. It's no good. Rebound underneath. Back up.
Good block by Boswell.
That was Knuth.
So Trojans with, I think Williams is their only starter out there right now.
Yep. Tigers with the ball. Boswell, 2:50 to play in the ball game. Boswell down to the baseline. Kicks it back now to Grace Wingfield. Casey Kells to Caden Wingfield. Grace and Caden in the ball game.
So Boswell, the only starter out there for the Tigers. No call there.
Rebound.
I don't know if Atlantic has committed a foul this half. Of course, Red Oak doesn't have any fouls on the board either.
Rebound, Knuth. Over to the left side to McLaren in the high post to Williams. Wiederstein drives the baseline. Little jumper goes up. No good. Kicks it back out top of the key. McLaren chases it down at the half-court line. Right side, Knuth. Zoe Knuth with the ball. I'm sorry, Avery Knuth with the ball. Wiederstein to Knuth. down to the baseline to Wiederstein. Underneath Williams, she spins, puts it up, all in one motion.
And there's a foul. They're going to call that one.
And that was on Rydberg. Haley Rydberg picks up a foul. It's her first.
I'd like to see Haley get a bucket here on her senior night. Or one of the Wingfield girls as well.
So Williams at the line. This will be, nope, she has been to the line in the first quarter. She went to the line. Substitutions taking place. 2 minutes remaining. 58-25. Shot is up, no good. Rebound, Wiederstein backing in for two. Lila Wiederstein. And it's 60-25. And Tigers with the ball. Mario Ramirez to Rydberg. Out on the left side to Siebenecker. Emily with the ball. Now to Natalie Johnson. In the corner to Rydberg. Threw her hands out of play. Trojans ball. Continuous clock at this point, Matt. Into the ball game, Bella Berg and Jillian Satoff. A lot of substitutions now taking place. 60-25. Trojans with the ball. Knuth with the ball. Goes to the baseline. Now to Friend underneath to Lamp. Picked up by the Tigers. Mario Ramirez, 1:05 to play. Siebenecker looks at the three. It's going to be stolen. Knuth pushes it back to the other end. Avery Knuth, no good. We're going to have a foul on the play. Will be on Rydberg. She picks up her second. And Knuth will go to the line. This is her first opportunity from the line here this evening. Remember, senior night between games now. So a recognition. This will be a little altered schedule between games. We will have senior night. Shot from Knuth. Second shot is good, but I think, nope, we had a lane violation on that, Matt. Went over the stripe. 60-25. Atlantic with the lead. Left side Ramirez down to the baseline to Natalie Johnson. We're going to have a travel. Trojans ball. Inbound pass will come from Jillian Satoff to Knuth. Satoff out on the right side. Picks up the dribble. Hits Lamp. Knocked loose by Siebenecker. Picked up by Natalie Johnson.
Shoot it, Natalie.
Down the lane, blocked.
Should get two shots there.
Foul on play, Bryn Lamp. 23 seconds, and Natalie Johnson will go to the line. The foul's on Bryn Lamp. That's her first.
Natalie, just a freshman. Seen Natalie shoot a lot of shots to YMCA. That's good. And there's a right in the bucket there from the free throw line.
Snaps that one. And it's 60-26 with 23 seconds. Gets them both, man.
You bet.
Natalie Johnson.
I think she's going to be a ball player. She likes playing basketball, and that's a key. You got to enjoy something that you're participating in. She seems to enjoy basketball, and that means she'll play it a lot. So that bodes well for her future in basketball.
And Knuth with the ball. Shot goes up, blocked by Natalie Johnson. Out top to get to Knuth. She loses the handle. Chased down to the sideline, but steps on the sideline. That's going to do it. 60-27 is our final. And varsity girls play. Quick break, and we will be back and look at some stats right after this. or actually into the varsity girls game, and Atlantic gets a victory. 60-27 is our final for the Trojans. Senior night upcoming here quick from Red Oak. McKenna Schroeder for the Trojans, 13 points and 2 of 3 from the foul line for Schroeder. Zoe Kirchhoff had 8, 1 of 2 from the foul line. Avery Knuth, 0 of 2 from the foul line. Lila Wiederstein with 2 points in the ball game. Claire Pellett has 4, 2 of 2 from the foul line. Peyton Harder, another big night, 20 points for the Trojans. Peyton Harder had. Katrina Williams had 8, 0 of 2 from the foul line. For the Red Oak Tigers, Jaden Lindsay had 8 points, 2 of 2 from the foul line. Olivia Boswell, 3. Natalie Johnson had 2, 2 of 2 from the foul line. Merced Ramirez with 4 points in the ball game. Ellison Johnson had 7 and 3 of 4 from the foul line. And Emily Siebenecker with 3 points. And the Trojans get the victory 60-27. Now we will have a senior night, and we will just move right along.
We should have a senior citizen discount night on senior nights.
You think so?
Well, I think that makes total sense.
Isn't there a senior citizen
or
discount?
Seniors in free on senior night.
Tyler Beeson, the son of Ryan and Samantha Beeson and Beth Beeson. He's been involved in golf, basketball, football, tennis, student council, FFA, 4-H, and a member of National Honor Society. After high school, he plans to attend a university and major in business.
He's going to Iowa State. He's a Cyclone. I'm calling right now. He's going to Iowa State.
That's a Tyler
He's
Beeson.
got good leadership and understanding of where he needs to go to college.
Brighton Bergeron is the son of Shelley and David Bergeron. He's been involved in basketball, football, cross country, track, student council, and National Honor Society. After graduation, he plans to attend Iowa State University.
Of course he's going to Iowa State.
And
this is a run of Iowa State
and
people right here.
And engineering.
It's a run, the Iowa State.
And that's
I'm
Brighton
speechless.
I am speechless. I don't think I've ever had anybody get so fired up at senior night when we're doing.
Everybody goes Iowa State.
Where'd you go, Matt?
Iowa State.
Max DeVries, the son of Jackie and Ron DeVries, has been involved in basketball, tennis, football, soccer, student council, and National Honor Society. After graduation, he plans to pursue a business degree and play basketball at the next level.
I think Max needs to go into radio, broadcast, and journalism.
Max DeVries. He does a really nice job with that.
He's going to play basketball somewhere. I don't know if he's got a couple schools in mind. So
I think he's made that decision as of yet. Maybe he hasn't. That's Max DeVries. Peyton Echternaw is the son of Chris and Kevin McKinley and Jeremy and Ann Echternaw. He's been involved in football, wrestling, baseball, golf, Mayor's Youth Advisory Council, and basketball. After graduation, he plans to attend college and play football to pursue a degree in engineering.
And I know where he's going, and you might hear an announcement on that next week. He's going to be playing a sport somewhere. You'll hear about that next week.
Peyton Echternaw.
Next up is Hunter Gilliland.
Hunter Gillen, the son of Cheryl Jones and Todd Gillen, is escorted by his sister, Alexa Gillen. He's been involved in football and basketball. After graduation, he plans to study psychology and continue his basketball career at the next level. That's Hunter Gillen.
And
good young man right there.
Knowing his dad
quite well,
Todd, he is very proud of his son and how he has turned out as a young man, and that is the greatest gift you can give to your parents, is to be a good person, and Hunter Gillen is that.
Bennett Johnson is the son of Jenny and Bryce Johnson. He's been involved in football, basketball, bowling, dirt track racing, and after graduation, he plans to farm.
This guy needs to go to Indianapolis 500. He's going to be running with the Penske's in Indianapolis 500 down the road. You wait and see. He's going to be a race car driver.
He's already a race car driver.
I mean, big time. You wait and see.
Bennett Johnson.
Sounds like a NASCAR name. Bennett Johnson. NASCAR.
And Cyrus Minson is our next senior. It's senior night here. Cyrus is the son of Brian and Leah Minson. He's involved in basketball, football, golf.
Now I'm worried about his college choice because he could go east on his college choice here. Where's he going?
Well, if you just hold on a minute there. Student council, NHS, Mayor Youth Advisory Council. After graduation, he plans to attend Texas Tech University.
Okay, that's neutral. He's not going to that school to the east part of Iowa.
Major in computer science.
So I know there's a heavy Hawkeye influence in his family, but he's going to be a Red Raider.
Yeah.
Very good.
Head to Texas Tech.
Down in Lubbock.
Yeah.
Lukenbach, Texas.
That's not that. Yeah.
Is that a different town?
It's Lukenbach.
Oh, there really is a town. There really is a town called Lukenbach, Texas. I thought it was kind of a play on Lubbock, Texas.
There really is a Lukenbach, Texas.
I didn't know that. So there you go. Your senior boy basketball players. Good group of kids. These kids all came up, in this program. You look at them, especially Brighton and Max and Tyler and Cyrus. They've been on state tournament. These guys have been in a state tournament team. They played in Wells Fargo Arena back as sophomores on that sensational team. They have seen success in their careers at the highest levels, and here they are right with a very solid senior season they're putting together as a group. So accomplished group. You've got the all-time scoring leader in school history, and Max Reason. You got Hunter Gillen. He's only about 100 points away from the 1,000-point club. Only one time in school history previously has there been a time when there's been two 1,000-point scorers on the same team. So Hunter continues on. He'll join that exclusive club here in a few games.
Congratulations. That's a special night, Matt. Senior night is
an emotional night. This is for some of these kids, they, especially Max, Hunter, and Brighton, they see themselves as basketball players first. It's their primary sport, and they put their heart and energy into this basically since they're grade school.
All right.
Now we're going to have the girls seniors.
Yes, that is correct.
Well, they get flowers. They get a band. We had none of this. I don't think we even had anything. Did you have this?
I don't think so.
Back in you were in the 70s.
I wasn't in the 70s. Chloe Bruce is the daughter of Scott and Jennifer Bruce. She's been involved in volleyball, basketball, 4-H, FFA, 4-H, Student Council, National Honor Society, choir, many singers. After graduation, she plans to attend Oklahoma State University.
No, I think Chloe was
Oklahoma State and dual major in ag business and ag communications.
Wasn't she the Montgomery County Fair Queen last year?
Yes.
I think she was, yeah. So congratulations to Chloe. Just going to Oklahoma State in a dual major. Wow. Business and ag communications.
Olivia Boswell is the daughter of Chris and Shauna Boswell. She's involved in volleyball, basketball, student council, and FFA. After graduation, she plans to attend Iowa Western and major in dental hygiene.
Good for her.
Olivia Boswell.
Great to see Olivia. I think she's had a very enjoyable senior year playing basketball, and that's good to see. I see a lot of smiles on Olivia's face this year playing basketball, and that's great.
Casey Kells is the daughter of Mark and Jenny Kells. She's been involved in football, cross country, basketball, soccer, and softball. She is currently undecided on her plans after graduation. Casey Kells. Casey Kells, and we've commented on it many times this season. Casey gives you full effort.
Kind of like her sister Kendall, but just a great family here. I know Mark pretty well. He's, of course, the Red Oaks head soccer coach. So great family, great young person, and whatever she chooses to do, I can tell you she's going to be one of those people you want to be has employed, because she will give you honest, good effort. She's just a great young person.
She's been involved in basketball and softball.
And we have Jaden Lindsay, the daughter of Amber and John Lindsay. She's been involved in basketball and softball. After graduation, she plans to attend Northwest Missouri State and major in pre-radiology for 2 years, then transfer to Mercy College of Health Sciences to pursue a bachelor's degree.
I mean, amazing that she has that up. I didn't know what I wanted to do in high school. I don't even know what I want to do now, and I'm old. Amazing that these kids have these great goals and aspirations. Jaden is tremendous. Can't wait to see her play softball this summer. She's an outstanding softball player.
A lot of fun to watch. Merced Ramirez is the daughter of Gilberto and Dana Ramirez. She's been involved in volleyball, basketball, softball, tennis, student council, National Honor Society. After graduation, she plans to attend Buena Vista University, study business, and continue her volleyball career.
I almost went to Buena Vista. It's a great little school up there in Storm Lake. Pretty school. Good college choice, Merced.
And like we commented earlier, just a really nice young lady.
She is a super person.
Yes.
Just kind-hearted, good leader, everything you want from a student athlete.
Hailey Rydberg is the daughter of Amy and David Rydberg. She's been involved in volleyball, basketball, tennis, choir, mini singers, National Honor Society, Student Council, FFA, 4-H.
Oh my gosh!
And the City of Red Oak Mayor's Youth Council. After graduation, she plans to major in elementary education.
Oh, great! That, teaching profession, that is just wonderful to see, and that means she must have had a really good experience. So you don't want to be a teacher unless you've had good teachers bringing you up. So good job by Hailey there.
Grace Wingfield is the daughter of Lisha and Scott Wingfield, involved in basketball, tennis, swim, varsity choir, National Honor Society, musical, and mini singers. After high school, she plans to finish her associate's degree at Southwestern Community College, transfer to UNO for radiology.
Again,
that's Grace Wingfield.
Again, these plans laid out wonderful. They know exactly what they want to do, and
now mom and dad are hustling back.
They used to be my neighbors, so I know the Wingfields well.
Now we have Caden Wingfield, the daughter of Lish and Scott Wingfield. She's been involved in basketball, tennis, swim, varsity choir, mini singers, National Honor Society, and the musical. After high school, she plans to finish her associate's degree at Southwestern Community College, transfer to UNO to study criminology.
Very good. She's a mini singer. I like that. That's good. Mini singers
You look at what all of these young folks are involved in. It's impressive, Matt.
And I like the fact that they have a lot of things other than sports on their resumes. It's so important. In high school, you don't get an opportunity to do so many things like this. Take advantage of it. Try different clubs and activities. So
absolutely.
I mean, for example, I did basketball.
So if you don't want to,
not well.
I
think I was in the school paper.
You
were?
In
the school paper. Do they still have a school paper?
I don't know.
Yeah, the school paper. Yeah, I think I was actually a sports guy.
Well, that makes perfect sense.
I think I wrote the sports columns.
There are your high school seniors. It's senior night here in Red Oak this evening. All right, here's what we're going to do. We are going to take a break. Then we are going to come back. I think we're going to have the opportunity to visit with Coach Johnson.
Is he going to bring some seniors up, or how are we doing it?
We're going to not. I don't. That's going to be probably one of our.
We have too many
final games, but we will visit with the seniors. Probably not tonight, but we will visit with Coach Johnson. We'll take a break, and we will be back after this. Aaron West along with Matt Davis. Matt, so we could be joined by Coach Johnson in a minute, but until that time, let's talk about varsity boys basketball, Matt.
Yeah, Atlantic Trojans, Road Tigers, they were hooking up again just a week or so ago. They were in Atlantic in that unique day matinee in front of the student body where Red Oak took it to Atlantic for the second year in a row on their home floor, beating them up there. Atlantic is a Class 3A team. They're 5-10 on the year. Head coach is Dalton Franken. They're coming off a win over St. Albert's and Council Bluffs on Friday. In that game, Colt Ratchison was held to 30 points. And this kid has been outstanding. I'm going to stop here because Coach Johnson has just showed up.
Head coach of the Red Oak Tigers, Tristan Johnson, joining us now. Coach Johnson, does that sound okay to you?
It sounds great.
All right, Coach, thanks for coming up.
Yeah.
Certainly appreciate it. Coach, I think that first quarter of basketball was maybe one of the best that I've seen from your girls.
That's what I said. That was a great first quarter, especially after the last time we played these guys and came out flat. And
it was 27-1.
It came out flat, and I thought tonight we played great. We played a good first half. We were hustling. We were going at it. I think we just got a little tired, and our shots didn't quite go in. They picked up a little pressure, a little more on us, and they're a good team. So I was happy with that.
Matt had commented during the game, getting some really good looks at the basket. And they just didn't fall.
Third quarter, I think we went 5-6 possessions in a row with really good looks. They just didn't go.
Yeah, we've been talking about early on in the year. We told them we want you to shoot. We want you to shoot. We don't want you to be afraid to shoot. Go ahead and shoot those deep threes. Later on in the year, we've kind of been talking about better looks necessarily than just shooting the ball. So I'm happy with the way we get good looks. We still rush a few threes, but I'll live with that all day. But yeah.
How many rebounds Allison Johnson have? Do you know?
I don't know.
She's a leader in the conference. I mean, she brings it to the board every night, and I just marvel at her continued play improvement.
Yeah, she's definitely gotten way better. She's hitting the glass a little harder. We talked a little bit on the press break tonight about finding the opening. They weren't quite sure what we meant on that, so we walked through it after our Clarinda game on Friday the other night.
Well, you made a great adjustment on the high-low defense in the second half. I mean, he shut that down really well in the second half.
We talked through that a little bit. That's probably on us. We should have scouted that a little harder that first time. But we did all right. They're just not used to the games yet. They're still learning as much. And
I've seen that frequently from your team, Coach. You bring them in the halftime, you give them adjustments, what they need to do, and your team implements them in the second half. That was an example of that. I said right away, they're defending that differently. It was very obvious.
For sure. They're a smart group of kids. They're very smart, 3.4s, 3.5s. Some are 4.0 students. So they listen well, and
that's
they can
a great point average, Matt.
Oh, is that?
That's what he's.
I thought that was points per average.
No. Yeah, great points. No, they're smart kids, so they definitely listen and they try to implement it. And I think they've bought into us fully, and they're working hard. And I can't appreciate them enough for that.
Well, you turn around, you got a game Thursday night in Old Valley. Go get that one.
Yeah.
You get another win on the board would be extremely impressive for this team. So
yeah, we got Missouri Valley. We think we can win that one. We got Creston on Friday, and that's a winnable game.
Have
we
the
get a Hawkeye 10 win.
Playoffs come out yet, or does that come out tomorrow?
They come out this week is what the state said.
Okay.
They said to plan on it to be on Wednesday, so I'm guessing probably Thursday, knowing how the state works. But
there you go.
That's all right.
All right, thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Head coach of the Red Oak Tigers, Tristan Johnson, with us, and our appreciation to Coach Johnson. He always takes time to visit with us,
He does. Coach, and he's helping out. We got a big youth girls basketball tournament Saturday here in Road to YMCA, and Tristan is in his squad, and all his girls will be helping out with that immensely, so that's wonderful.
Okay, Matt. Let's get back to it.
Oh, you want me to go right back at it? So here we go back, getting ready for the boys' basketball game between Atlantic and Red Oak. Atlantic comes in 5-10. They're a Class 3A team. They're coming off a win over St. Albert's Falcons in Council Bluffs Friday. Prior to that, they've beaten Creston, so they're on a 2-game win streak. Colt Rasmussen, we'll be talking about him all night, averaging 28 points per game. That's number one in the state of Iowa. He's shooting 46% from the field, 41% from the three line, 73% from the free throws, 128 free throw attempts on the year. That's the most in the state of Iowa. He does it all for them. Just to give you an idea, in that Red Oak game a week and a half ago, he had 41 points. It was an easy 41. He followed that up with a 50-point night against Creston. So, I'm not a great math major, but that's almost a 50-point average there for 2 games. He gets it done. They do have some muscle on that inside is Gavin McLaren. He's not tall, but he's a football player playing basketball indoors, and he's solid. He's got 12 points per game, 6 rebounds per game. Nolan Waters, kind of their point guard out there, 8 points per game, 3 assists. He kind of runs the show for that. Looking at these two teams, comparing them, Aaron, it's almost dead even statistically. Both teams average around 61 points per game. Both give up around 64 points per game. Both shoot about 40% from the field as a team. 3-point line, Atlantic a little bit better. That's probably because of Rasmussen's shot percentage. They're at 31% from the three, Red Oak 25%. Red Oak a little bit better from the free throw line, 70%. Atlantic 64%. Rebounds, Red Oak has the edge there, 34 to 31 per game. Red Oak's the number one offensive rebounding team in the Hawkeye 10. That leaves a lot of extra shot opportunities. That's the MO for the Tigers. Steals about even per game. Turnovers 15 per team, even. So really very even statistically. Red Oak has won 4 of the last 5 games in this series, but prior to that, Atlantic had won 28 games in a row in this series. So the tables have been turned here in the last couple years here. Red Oaks has won the last 2 years on the Atlantic floor. But I can tell you, these two teams are evenly matched. But the difference is Red Oaks a 2A team, Atlantic's a 3A team. And that's something just to kind of keep in mind that Red Oak plays up when they play against Atlantic. And, of course, talking about Red Oak quickly, Max DeVries, 19 points per game, 7 rebounds per game, all-time school scoring leader. Hunter Gillen, 14 points per game. Hunter, 100 points away from joining that 1,000-point club. Be only the second time in school history that on the same team there'll be 2,000-point scorers. Braden Sifford really vastly improved play since Christmas break, 7 points per game. Cyrus Minson, 6 points, 6 rebounds per game. Brighton Bergeron about the same as well. Those will be your starters likely for the Tigers. Do you want the keys now or do you want to take a break?
Let's take a quick break, Matt. We'll come back and have you give the keys to the game right after this. We're joined now
by Matt Davis.
Matt Davis and Melanie West.
My name is Matt.
Matt, keys of the game.
77, Aaron. It's 77. The last 3 winners of this game has scored right on that number, 77. So if you get to 77 points tonight, you will win this game. That's my key of the game. Also
77.
77. Also for the Tigers, I think for their perspective, handle McLaren down low. And then from what do you do with Colt Rasmussen? What do you try to do with him? I think what you try to do is the best you can. You try to run him off, at least run him off the 3-point line, make him hit mid-range shots or something going to the bucket. But I guess my theory is it's better to give up a 2-point bucket than the 3-point bucket. When you're shooting 41% from the 3, that I think would be the thing to do in relation to him. But it's a tough challenge. But
he's a good ball player.
Trojans are going to have a tough challenge with Max DeVries and Hunter Gillen. I know their coach has made a stated goal, keep Hunter Gillen out of the lane. They were really worried about dribble penetration. Hunter really took it to him in Atlantic. So I think that's going to be a big concerted effort you'll see defensively. But, if you switch a little bit of emphasis on Hunter, maybe that thing loosens up for Max. Max has seen double teams. He's seen box and ones. Teams have thrown everything at Max this year. So we'll just have to see what Atlantic comes out in. But should be a close game. All these games in the last couple of years where Atlantic have really come down to the last 1 or 2 possessions of the game.
All right, should be a good one here tonight in Red Oak, and we'll come back and look at lineups right after this. Lineups here this evening. Starting first, the reserves for the visiting Atlantic Trojans. You have Connor Silence, a junior, 5'11", Sawyer Terrell, sophomore, 5'10", Hudson McLaren, a sophomore, 5'10", Corbin Ritter is a sophomore, 6 foot, Zayden Parker, a sophomore, 5'11", Roth Denbesti is a senior, 6'1", and Thomas Leonard is a senior at 6'9". Starters for the Trojans here this evening. Nolan Waters, a senior, 5'10", Tyrell Williams is a senior, 5'11", Colton Rasmussen, a senior, 6'3", Gavin McLaren, a sophomore, 6'2", and Brock Henderson is a 6'4" senior for the Trojans. Red Oak Tigers reserves, you have Brett Erickson, a junior, 5'7", Carson Roeder, a freshman, 5'6", Ethan Fouts is a sophomore, 6'2", Mason Fisher, a sophomore, 5'8", Landon Gigstad is a junior, 6'4", Reese Montgomery, a freshman, 6'4", Tyler Beeson, a senior, 6'4", Weston Cowse is a freshman at 5'9", Brandon Hernandez, a senior, 6'1", Caden Foster, a senior at 6 foot, Bennett Johnson, a senior, 6'2", Peyton Eckernaw is a senior, 6'4". Those are your reserves. Starters for the Red Oak Tigers. In tonight's ball game, Hunter Gillen, a senior, 5'8", Brighton Bergeron, a senior, 6'3", Cyrus Minson, a senior, 6'5", Max DeVries is a senior, 6'4", and Braden Sifford, a junior for the Tigers. Braden is a junior, 5'10". Braden's been playing well.
Yeah, and keeping him on the floor as much as he can is a key, too, for the Tigers tonight. Because when Brighton Bergen's on the floor, he gives you all those intangibles.
Yes.
He gives you those loose ball dives. He gives you those scrappy rebounds. He gives you that hard defense. He does all that dirty work. It's important for Brighton to stay on the court tonight. In fact, he may be the guy that's going to be saddled with guarding Rasmussen part of the game. We'll have to see how that goes. But, I was just kind of trying to think and putting Colt Rasmussen, of course, he's above 1,000-point scorer in his career.
He's a great basketball
player. He might
player.
be the leading all-time scorer, but I think back to maybe the greatest Trojan of all time and probably already one of the greatest players to come out of Iowa, Ryan the Hawk Hawkins from Atlantic. Of course, he went on to an outstanding career at Northern Missouri State, leading the Bearcats to 3 national championships and winding up at Creighton and having an outstanding career. And I think he's playing in either the Italian Pro League or the G League now. It wouldn't be surprised me that Ryan Hawkins surfaces sometime in the NBA, which would be huge for Southwest Iowa to have a kid from Southwest Iowa make it into NBA someday. So this is a program where Atlantic's used to producing just outstanding players, and you can put Colt Rasmussen right at the top of that. I think the difference is when you're able to lead your team to some success. I say that because it looks like Max is going to get his 1,500 game ball for his 1,500 points, but it's leading your team to that success that is important for, I think, as a player to have not only individual success but some level of team success. Ryan Hawkins did that.
All right, the presentation there for DeVries after scoring, he's above 1,500 at this point.
Max has taken that school scoring record way out there. I think he's 300-400 points ahead now of Chad Blackman on that and just really stretched out. Of course, when we talk about that, I always throw this in. Back in there, we didn't have the three-point shot.
Yeah.
And the game's a little bit different now, too. You come down in a fast break, you pull out and take a three-point shot. You don't go to the bucket. But all that said, tremendous accomplishment in today's game to be able to be an all-time leading scorer and have that consistency through your career. And, that's just amazing. And like I said, these kids, Hunter and Brighton and Cyrus, they played on that state championship, and they all played meaningful roles on that team. That was just 2 years ago, beating Van Meter in the sub-state, getting to that,
I remember
that
well.
floor. I mean, those are some historic, that tremendous district game where I lost my mind with Hunter throwing in a three-point shot to tie it up.
You handled that well.
Well, I was very embarrassed by that. But just those are big-time experiences in your basketball career you look back on and say, wow, what a career these seniors have had here in Red Oak.
So we're just a few minutes away. We have player introductions being made. We're going to step away for one quick break here, and we will be right back after this. to Red Oak. Just about basketball time, Matt.
Good Red Oak crowd here tonight. Pretty good representation of the student body. I don't know if there's any theme, though, but we still have the scout here.
The scout's there.
The scout is
taking notes
on his clipboard with his pen, jotting down everything that is witnessed here.
I have thoroughly enjoyed the scout this evening. I'm not going to lie to you.
Tigers in their white unis, orange trim. Atlantic in the gold jersey with the black trim.
Brock Henderson at center circle for the Trojans. Cyrus Minson for the Tiger. Ball's in the air, tapped, and it's going to go out of play.
And we don't know which one's going to do it again.
Let's do it again.
Couldn't tell.
One more time. Minson for the Tigers. Henderson for Atlantic. Tapped. Tigers with the ball. Sifford over to the right side to Vries. Down to the baseline. Pulls up. Kicks it back to Minson. Gillen to Bergeron on the baseline. Left wing Sifford with the ball. Top of the key to Gillen. Center circle. Gillen with the ball. Left side Bergeron.
Rassman and DeVries are matched up on this defensive end.
Gillen to the foul line. Then over to Minson. Back to Bergeron on the right side. Bergeron to Gillen. Top of the key. Worked his way around to the right side. Now to Bergeron.
9 seconds on the shot clock.
Down underneath to Max. 3 seconds. Gillen, long three. It's good.
Rolls around and down. That's almost a perfect possession, and he used up all the shot clock and hit a three. That's the way to do it.
And bringing the ball across the timeline, Waters. Waters to McLaren. Henderson down the right side, up off the glass. It's no good. Rebound Minson. Tigers ball. Sifford with the ball now. Round to the top of the key. Sifford. Gillen for another deep three. Nope. Rebound Henderson. Hands it off to Waters. Waters lets the traffic clear left to right. Out to Rasmussen on the left side. Into the bucket. Loses the handle. Out of play. Trojans ball.
And it looks like Gillen's matched up on Rasmussen at least to start the game.
Inbound pass will come from Waters at the baseline.
Tigers are going to go, I think, zone here on the inbounds.
Henderson to Waters in the corner for three. It's no good. It's going to bounce. Kind of a wild string of events there. It ends up bouncing out of play. Last touch by the Trojans.
Atlanta's going to bring a little bit of press here, Aaron, on this inbound. So the Trojans are going to go press. See if the Tigers get some scoring opportunities off this press.
Bergeron put it into play to Sifford. Back to Bergeron.
It's a very token type of press here. Kind of almost really not much or anything.
Yeah,
there.
Just fall out of it. Really no pressure. Top of the key to.
It's a show. It's just a show, Aaron.
Strategy. It's part of the DeVries steps back, looks at the three. Now to Bergeron over to the right side to Gillen. Gillen on the right wing. Sifford for three. No good. Rebound McLaren to Rasmussen. Down in the corner to Waters. Underneath it goes. Gillen taps it out of play. They're headed for Williams right underneath, but Gillen taps it out of play.
Hunter is right there in the Hawkeye 10 leaders with steals. He's very active with his hands. He usually gets about 3 steals per game. I think he's second or third in the Hawkeye 10 with that.
Waters will put it into play out to Williams. McLaren for three. It's good.
He had a lot of open time there to shoot that three.
Gavin
he knocks it down.
Tied up at 3 apiece with 6 minutes to play in the first. Step back for three. DeVries is good.
Tigers hit their second three. One thing, though, Tigers can't just be settling for three-point shots. They're going to have to get to the bucket. You can get kind of lulled in the sense of a different game, so Tigers going to have to think about that here. And not. There's another three-pointer for the Trojans.
Williams, no good. Rebound, Sifford. Sifford pushes it quickly across the court, down the lane, tries to kick it out to DeVries. Kept in play by Rasmussen to Henderson. Out on the right side in the corner. McLaren is blocked by DeVries. There's Gillen. He pulls up for three off the left wing. It's no good. We're going to have
push on Atlantic on the low block there. Henderson did a push in the back to Bergeron. This will be Tiger ball. But right there's a case of modern basketball. That's a good shot that Hunter took there by modern-day basketball standards. Had a little bit of fast break, pulled up for the three, didn't get it, but be Tiger basketball.
Tigers ball, inbound pass to Minson at the foul line. Left side Bergeron behind the arc. There's Gillen out near the center circle. 5:19 to play in the first. And
kick out by Sifford to DeVries. DeVries in the corner to Gillen. Gillen with the dribble drive. Kick to the corner. Minson with the three from the corner.
It's good. It goes. Cyrus Minson for three.
Tigers with 9 points, all coming from three-point range.
9-3. Red Oak with the victory, or with the shot. 9-3 Red Oak with the lead. Sometimes it just doesn't come out right, Matt. Going to have a foul on the play.
They're going to call a foul on Gillen. That's his first.
Yep.
So be side out here for the Trojans.
Nolan Waters will put it in play for the Trojans. In the corner, McLaren.
One thing putting Gillen on Rasmussen. And there's a good take there by Henderson.
Yeah, gets his own board back up. In for two, Henderson.
Henderson, big body in there. Gets the second chance opportunity. But one thing with Gillen guarding Rasmussen, that's a propensity for Hunter to get into trouble. There's that dribble drive.
Gillen for two.
Went right around him. 2 points, I think. Coach Franken's going to get a new player in there, probably for Waters. He's going to bring in Hudson McLaren in for me. Defense is a priority on that point guard for the Trojans tonight.
Double team Rasmussen, double team. Tapped loose, picked up by McLaren. Three-pointer, it's good. The three-pointer is good by Rasmussen. He'll go to the line, too.
Bright needs to be careful. They're lucky he didn't get a tee. He thought he did not foul him, but Rasmussen knocks down the three, and he'll have a chance for a 4-point play here.
Yeah, coming into the ball game is Hudson McLaren taking a seat. Williams. Tyrell Williams.
I didn't see it. I don't know if there was a play. I think some of the players carry reputations in the games. The stars are just like anything. Everyone knows who's who on every team, and it works the same way in high school basketball. The same way for Max DeVries sometimes as well offensively. When he gets maybe some calls that wouldn't go to other players. That's just the nature of the way it is.
DeVries for three at the top. It's good. Max DeVries.
Right now we're looking. Tigers really cooking from outside with 4 3-pointers on the game so far.
14-9 is the score. Red Oak with the lead. Goes out of play. Tigers ball. 3:43 to play in the first. 14-9 is our score.
I mean, it's coming easy now to the Tigers looking three, but like I say, don't want to be lulled into that. You're going to have to get into the hoop there. Hunter made a nice drive a minute ago. Can't just fall asleep on a three line.
DeVries drives the baseline. Nice fake. Puts it off the glass. It's no good. Rebound is McLaren. Hudson McLaren. He takes it across the center stripe, and Minson gets whistled for the foul.
Yeah, not necessary. Just don't need that out there. Just you don't want to give any reason for the official to make that call, and it was a good call.
Hudson McLaren will put it into play for Atlantic to Rasmussen. Back to McLaren out on the left wing. Down the corner, Gavin McLaren for three. No good. Rebound at Sifford. Down the other end, Gillen takes it to the hoop. Blocked by Rasmussen. Picked up by Hudson McLaren. Now to Waters. In the lane, Waters picks it up. Top of the key. Rasmussen for three. It's no good. Rebound Sifford.
Got to find Rasmussen. You had a good look there.
14-9 is the score. Red Oak leads with 3 minutes to play in the first. Sifford takes it to the bucket and gets 2 off the glass.
That's important for Braden to see that ball go through the hoop early. Gives him confidence. Nice strong drive there by Braden.
And it's 16-9 now with 2:48 to play in the first. Gavin McLaren drives to the bucket and puts it up for the little short jumper. It's good for 2.
McLaren's had nothing but easy looks so far. I don't know. The Tigers kind of concentrating on Rasmussen, opening it up for McLaren a little bit.
Berggren hands it off to DeVries. Right wing, DeVries into the lane. Kicks it back to Minson. Sifford now. Stifford looks at the three, top of the key. Berggren. Gillen now into the lane. Flips it to Minson for 3 from the corner. In and out, no good. But there's Berggren with the board. Out to Gillen for 3 from the corner. It's no good. Rebound Henderson this time, but almost knocked loose by Gillen.
Yeah, Hunter needs to be careful. Don't want to, and Saz does Brighton. You don't want to pick up a cheapie here.
Rasmussen quickly to the bucket.
They're going to get Gillen for the second foul there, and that's a key foul. That's 2 on Hunter. So, Hunter's going to have to come out of the game, and that's one of the dangers of putting Hunter on. Whoever's going to guard Rasmussen tonight is going to be in foul trouble. That's just the way it goes.
Inbound pass will come from Hudson McLaren. The baseline to Gavin McLaren. He steps back for 3. In and out. No good. Rebound Tigers. Sifford down the right side all the way to the hoop.
Should be 2 shots.
Is that a foul? Foul's on Waters. That's his first.
Should be 2 shots, but they're going to say it's out of bounds. I thought Siffer was in the act of shooting there, but Tigers inbound here. Inbound to Bennett Johnson, out to Beeson. Beeson back to DeVries in the corner. Shot from DeVries. No good. Rebound. Carson Roeder.
Yeah, Roeder with the board. Carson Roeder into the game now.
Roeder down with the big guys, picking that rebound off.
Tyler Beeson into the game as well. We know he can get hot, Matt.
You bet. He can cook it up. There's a
tap.
Not a good pass there.
Williams all the way to the other end.
Good defense by Beeson.
Picked up by DeVries.
Yeah, nice job by Beeson. He didn't give up on it. Ran interference and got the deflection.
Out to Bennett Johnson. He puts up the jumper. It's no good. It's chased down by Hudson McLaren to Waters.
That's okay, Bennett shot, but that's a tough shot. That's a little 4-foot shot.
Rasmussen kicks it in the corner to Williams. Puts up the 3. No good. Rebound Johnson.
Nice job there by Bennett Johnson.
Sifford will take it across the center stripe.
Bennett battling McLaren.
Little layup by Sifford is good. Nice move to the bucket.
Timeout Atlantic.
We're going to take that with them. 55 seconds remaining in the first. 18-11 is our score. Red Oak leads, and we'll be back after this. On now. Welcome back. 56 seconds remaining in the first. 18-11 is our score. Been a pretty up-tempo first quarter, man.
Yeah, both teams like to play kind of up and down, and Tigers have been hot from the three-point line in this first quarter so far.
Hudson McLaren to Waters out on the left wing for 3. It's no good. Rebound bounces to the corner, kept in play, and the Tigers pick it up. And Tigers with the ball now. Roeder with the ball at the top of the key.
Long range 3.
Sifford high arching 3.
No good.
Out the Roeder. 32 seconds and counting. DeVries into the lane. No good. It's blocked. Max was out and comes back in. And
thought maybe there might have been a foul on Rasmussen there, but was not called. But Beeson and Johnson coming out of the game. Meaningful minutes there for Bennett Johnson. 2 or 3 rebounds. That's what you want from Bennett coming off the bench.
Hudson McLaren brings it across the center stripe out to Waters. Now to Williams, Waters, all this behind the arc.
Sifford now on Rasmussen, giving up some height, but has the quickness. Trying to get Rasmussen on the wing here. Tigers coming with double team. And
underneath Williams puts it up. With 3 seconds, it's good.
And Rasmussen does a good job there. Tigers let it go.
Sifford puts up the final shot there. 18-13 at the end of the first.
Yeah, Tigers brought double team down Rasmussen, but he was able to find the open man and find his teammate for a bucket.
We'll be back with the second quarter right after this. Oak Trojans have the ball as we come back to action.
Start the second quarter here.
Red Oak with the lead, 18-13. Over to the right side he goes. Hudson McLaren for 3. No good. Rebound. Minson.
Tigers so far have done a pretty good job on the defensive rebounds, limiting the Trojans for the most part to one shot.
And Sifford out on the right side, top of the key to Gillen. Down underneath the Minson, knock loose. Hudson McLaren comes away with it. Pressure in the backcourt here. Got to be careful. Rasmussen now with the ball. Over to the left side to Waters. Looks at the three. Baseline, Gavin McLaren, top of the key to Rasmussen. Drives down the right side of the lane. Puts it up. No good. Rebound, Gavin McLaren has it stripped by Gillen. Quickly up the court to DeVries on the left side to the hoop off the glass. And we're going to have an offensive foul on DeVries. They say he got set. So the foul is on DeVries.
Big call there, so that wipes off a bucket there and one, and first foul on Max.
18-13 is our score with 7:10 to play in the half. Rasmussen around to the left side, underneath to Gavin McLaren. He puts it up, and we're going to have another foul, I believe, on DeVries.
So just like that, in a matter of 10 seconds, Max DeVries was with 2 fouls.
2 quick ones. That's on DeVries. That's number 2 on Max.
And Max is a little frustrated, but you cannot let that impact you. So now Max has got to be real careful with 7 minutes to go here in the second quarter. You do not want to pick up that third foul.
Gavin McLaren's first shot is up. It's no good. 2-shot opportunity for McLaren.
And remember, that'll be interesting to see defensively because you don't want to put Max on Rasmussen.
Good second shot from McLaren is good. And it's now 18-14, Red Oak leads. Gillen, top of the key with the ball to Berggren. Minson in the corner. Sifford looks at the three. Now to Gillen, underneath to DeVries. Spins, jumps, fakes it, takes it, and one for Max DeVries. The foul is on Rasmussen. That's his first.
I thought maybe that'd just be a play on there. Didn't see much of a contact there, but foul was called on Rasmussen.
The basket was good, yeah.
So it'll be a chance for a 3-point play here for Max.
20-14 is our score. First opportunity from the line for DeVries. Shot bounces off the front of the rim and then bounces to the back. No good. Rebound Rasmussen. Shot no good from DeVries. In the corner, Williams. Top key to Waters. Waters with the ball. Top of the key. Works his way around to the left side. Back top of the key. Around to the right. Now to Gavin McLaren. Down underneath Williams off the glass for 2. Tyrell Williams.
Yeah, nice cut by Williams there, and McLaren found him, and good basket there for the Trojans.
20-16 is the score. Red Oak leads. 6:15 to play in the half. Gillen takes it to the hoop. Just kind of flips it up. No good, but there's Berggren with the board. He is fouled.
And that's what Brighton Berggren does so well, Aaron. He gets those offensive rebound chances. He scraps, and he gets a chance for 2 points here as he was fouled on the
Gavin McLaren with the foul. And Berggren at the line. Shot's good from Brighton.
So every Tiger now has scratched in the score sheet.
Second shot was no good.
At least every starting Tiger, I should say.
Yes. Hudson McLaren with the ball.
Tigers really focusing, laying off some of the other Trojan players. There's Razzin, deep three.
In and out, no good. Rebound, Minson. Great board by Minson.
Absolutely.
Down to Berggren on the other end. Bounce pass across to DeVries. He has it stripped and knocked loose. Back up, blocked by Rasmussen, and then chased down by McLaren. Rasmussen quickly to the other end. Waters tries to control it, gets it to Gavin McLaren. Into the blocks, off the glass. It's no good. There's the board by Gillen. Track meet to the other end. Sifford with the ball. In the corner, it goes to Minson. Gillen looks at it, into the lane, kicks it out to DeVries. He's open for 3. It's good. Max DeVries for 3.
Max, nice setup there by Hunter on a dribble drive and a kick out, and Max knocks it down. I think he's got, 3 threes on the night so far?
That's what I have him for. Out on the right side, Hudson McLaren. Top the key to Waters for 3. He's a lefty. It's no good. Rebound, Gavin McLaren back up and in for 2.
One of the few offensive rebounds the Trojans have gotten, and they make the Tigers pay there.
And it's 24-18 with 4:59 to play in the half. Gillen takes it to the hoop, kind of that little scoop in the layup, and it's good for 2.
Yeah. And I say Trojans so far have not had success keeping Hunter out of the lane.
Williams to Hudson McLaren.
It's obvious the Tigers are giving up some shots to some players in the Trojans here.
Waters, Hudson McLaren for 3.
There's going to be a push on Berggren here.
Yeah, Berggren's whistled.
I think a little bit of sell job there, but that's what you do. Sell that call a little bit. So that would be the 3rd team foul on the Tigers. And Beeson will come in, Sifford out. Berggren out. Bennett Johnson in also.
Inbound pass, Hudson McLaren to Rasmussen. He's open for 3.
Yeah,
it's good.
The Tigers fell asleep there. You just got to know where Rasmussen is on inbound. Tigers just were not cognizant of where Rasmussen was. He just hit out there in the corner.
Gillen, right elbow, no good. Rebound Waters. Waters pushes it back left to right quickly. Finds Rasmussen, who takes it to the hoop, and he's off the glass. No good. There's Minson with the board. And now Gillen.
Rasmussen lucky he didn't get a charge there.
Shot goes up, no good from Minson. Waters quickly to the other end of Rasmussen. He's going to spin his way to the hoop and put it off the glass. It's no good. Tigers come away with it. Out to Gillen on the left side for 3. It's
in and out.
No good. Beeson back up, no good. It goes out of play. Tigers will keep it.
So fast break up and down game here. You know, I think Rasmussen was fortunate he didn't pick up his charge, and maybe he got fouled then on the second charge here. It's going to have a buzzer here.
What's
Sifford's coming in.
Late substitution here. 26-21 is our score. Red Oak leads with 3:46 to play in the half.
I think sometimes I mentioned a few minutes ago about officials know who's who, and that's difficult to make those calls and not make those calls.
Sifford out at the top, right elbow. Beeson behind the arc on the right wing, picks up the dribble, gets it now to Sifford. Underneath to DeVries. Double team. DeVries has it stripped from behind.
Good hands there by Waters.
Good job, yeah. Rasmussen with the ball, back to Waters on the left wing.
Pump fake.
Takes it down to the baseline, then to Gavin McLaren. Hudson McLaren, top the key from the foul line. It's off the glass for 2.
And that's important for Lang. He's got to make the Tigers pay because they're leaving him basically unguarded, and he's got to take advantage of that.
And it's 26-23 now. Red Oak leads with just over 3 minutes to play in the first half. Left side, Sifford.
Pump fake.
Down all the way to the baseline. Tries to get it to Minson, but it's stolen by Hudson McLaren. Then tapped by Beeson. Underneath the Beeson, through his hands. He goes up with it off the glass. It's no good. Minson to Beeson, out of play.
Well, I thought there was some contact there, but
a lot of scrapping going on there.
Trojan basketball. This is one of those games where the physical nature has kind of picked up here in the last 3 or 4 minutes, the intensity. These Hawkeye 10 games, Aaron,
they get pretty physical.
They can get physical. There's a world of difference between Hawkeye 10 and some other conferences down here in Southwest Iowa.
Waters with the ball. Down to the foul line. Flips it to Rasmussen, who kicks it over to Henderson. Underneath, tapped by DeVries, picked up by Gillen. Gillen across the timeline. Now to DeVries. He's open for 3 off the left wing. It's no good. And Trojans ball. Coming into the ball game will be Denbesti, and Henderson takes a seat. Roth Denbesti. So Waters with the ball. He'll take it left to right across the center stripe. 2:18 to play in the half. Gavin McLaren with the ball. Now Denbesti. Out to Waters, almost knocked loose by Gillen. Williams underneath the Denbesti. He spins and puts it up. The bucket's good. Denbesti.
You have a chance to tie it up here.
I believe the foul's on Johnson. It is. Bennett Johnson's whistled for his first. And Denbesti will go to the line. First opportunity from the line.
Coach DeVries and assistant coach Walker having an animated conversation down there.
Shot from Denbesti is good. So it's all tied up, Matt, at 26 apiece.
Trojans here with
2 minutes to play in the half.
Right back, notch this game up. Well, these two teams are evenly matched. I don't expect any team to get too far out in front in this game.
DeVries for 3. It's good. Max DeVries.
That's a logo 3 right there. Max with 14 on the night.
29-26, Red Oak with the lead. Rasmussen with the ball. Williams from the right elbow, no good. Rebound, DeVries. Down to the other end, kind of a floater pass, stepped on the sideline. Trojans will have it.
Yeah.
Some pretty big collisions out there, Matt.
Yeah, a lot of. I think the Tigers are trying to push the play sometimes a little bit where they don't need to. We've seen that sometimes. I think the Tigers are fine in their half-court offense. I think they work too hard sometimes transition-wise. And
Reese Montgomery into the game, and Bergeron will take a seat.
Coach DeVries, as animated as I've seen him all year, really talking to his players and his coaches on the bench.
Left side, Rasmussen. 3, no good. It's going to be kept in play, picked up by Montgomery. Now to Gillen out on the left side. Gillen to DeVries underneath. A little reverse layup by DeVries is good.
Nice catch by Max on that.
It's good control, Matt, just to get that in.
Did a ballerina pirouette with the reverse spin off the glass to get that to go.
It's good. A minute to play in the half. 31-26, Red Oak leads over Atlantic. Tap by Gillen, picked up by Rasmussen.
Stolen.
Stripped by Gillen. Finds Sifford, stripped by Waters.
Tigers need to
It's
get
on the floor. Timeout.
Boy, that was a quick timeout, but they're going to give it to Atlantic, and they'll have possession there. But 31-26, so it was all tied up. We're up a little 5-0 run there.
Yeah, full timeout. We're going to take it with them, and it's 31-26, and we'll be right back after this. (31-26) is our score with, 35 seconds remaining or something like that? 50 seconds. 50 seconds.
Yeah,
remaining.
This is going to be a game of runs here, runs there, and, if you're on a run, you want to extend it as long as you can, and if you're defending against the run, you want to minimize them. So we've seen both teams kind of have their period of time for 2 or 3 minute stretches here. Right now, Red Oak's kind of on a little 5-0 run.
Rasmussen not in the ballgame, Matt.
7 points. They probably want to protect him from that. It's interesting because they do have the ball offensively. You're right. Might want to be protecting them from picking up a foul here. Just kind of an emotional game here the last couple minutes.
Yeah, Gavin McLaren to Waters underneath the Dinvesti.
Turnover.
A little out of sync there between those two players. It goes out of play, and the Tigers have it.
Yeah, just
38 seconds. Inbound pass will come from Sifford to Gillen.
Tigers do not hold for shots. We've seen that all year long.
No.
They just go.
They get a shot. They take it underneath. Reese Montgomery for 2.
Nice look by Hunter. Found Reese Montgomery with 2 points there.
That was a rocket coming in there, wasn't it? Mm-hmm. Out on the left side, it goes to Waters. 33-26. 15 seconds and counting. Atlantic with the ball. Waters looks at the 3. Picks it up. Now to Hudson McLaren. Waters. 6 seconds.
5
Hudson
seconds.
McLaren. 3 seconds.
Tigers don't want to bail him out with a foul here.
And
just let him shoot. If he makes it, he makes it.
Gavin McLaren gets it off, but that's it. The bucket doesn't go. That's it for the first half. And Red Oak with the lead, 33-26 at half. And we'll be back after this. Halftime, Red Oak leads 33-26. And it's been an exciting first half of basketball.
I think Tigers were up. What were they up the first quarter? They were up, I think, by 2 or 3 in that first quarter. Atlantic kind of got back even there, and then Red Oak had a little late run, 7-0 run there at the end of the quarter to regain a little bit of advantage here, 33-26. But, this is a game where it's going to ebb and flow, Aaron. You just get that sense Colt Rasmussen, averaging 28 points per game with only 7 in the first half, and my guess is they're going to find ways to get him going here in the second half. Max DeVries, of course, having a great night, 16 points. You look at that Tiger scoreboard, everybody in the starter has contributed. Of course, they're getting most of the points from Gillen and Max, but, they've gotten some production off the bench. Bennett Johnson's gave him a good 2 minutes. Reese Montgomery contributed some points there. So fouls will be, I think, very imperative, especially on Max. How long could he go? He was fortunate to go 7 minutes in that second quarter without picking up that third foul and to be able to play on the court. A quick third foul on Max in the third quarter would be a difference maker, I think. So you need to be careful with that for the Tigers' perspective. But I think from the Tigers' perspective, you got to be pretty happy with how they played the first half. Did a good job, I think, limiting Trojans to one shot, mostly on the offensive end. They shot lights out. How many threes did the Tigers make in that first half? At least, 6, maybe 7 3-point shots? I don't know. What do you got them for? I think Max had
6.
4. Yeah, Max had
6.
4 of them, I think. So you can't count on that 3-ball going all night. And I alluded to that early in the game. It's great. When you're living off threes, it's like you're in Vegas and you got free money. But eventually you got to pay the piper, man, and you got to get to the bucket and you got to drive and you got to do the dirty, gritty type work on offense. And I think you can get lulled in the sense that you're just going to get free cash. You can't. You got to go earn it.
No, that's not true. We could go into a political argument about that. Free cash and you
got
to go earn it.
I'm talking about playing house money, gambling, house money. They give you house money to play for a while. Eventually, you got to use your own money.
Well, you're okay.
And that's what I'm saying. You got to earn it. You got to go get it. And I think the Tigers can't be lulled into sleep and get perimeter base. You think, we're just going to settle for jump shots. You got to get to the bucket. When you get to the bucket, put it in the referee's hands. Either get a foul, get a bucket, get the other team in foul trouble. A lot of good things happen when you do that. But I just think that's one of the things Tigers need to be conscious of in the second half and stay aggressive. You seem aggressive when you're making 3-pointers, but you're really not. Your aggressive teams, those teams are attacking the bucket.
Let's take a look at some stats here from the first half. Hudson McLaren with 2 points for the Trojans. Tyrell Williams, 2. Colton Rasmussen, 7 points, 1 of 1 from the foul line. Roth Denbesti has 3, 1 of 1 from the foul line. Gavin McLaren with 8, 1 of 2 from the foul line. And Brock Henderson with 2 points in the ballgame for the Trojans. For the Red Oak Tigers, Hunter Gillen, 7 points here in the first half and 2 personal fouls. Brighton Bergeron, 1 point, 1 of 2 from the foul line. And 2 personal fouls. Cyrus Minson has 3 points. Reese Montgomery has 2. Max DeVries with 16 points. Max has 2 personal fouls, 0 of 1 from the foul line. And Braden Sifford with 4 points in the first half.
So we're going to let's talk a little bit about Super Bowl 58. So what is that? The number 58? So we've got an interesting dilemma. I'd like to hear from our listeners on this. So we know the 2 teams.
Yeah.
Kansas City Chiefs, San Francisco 49ers.
Yep.
There's an interesting dilemma, I think, in this. No, I am a Chiefs fan back from the Marty Schottenheimer era, back in the days when it was, not good. And now they're the second coming of the New England Patriots, and there's a lot of people that don't like the Chiefs, Southern Chiefs fans. So there's a lot of bandwagon. But kind of the Bulls, when Jordan was there, everyone's a Bulls fan. Well, I got a question for some of these Chiefs/Iowa State loyalists.
Oh, I know where you're going with this.
What are you going to do here? You're going to pull for your quarterback, Brock Purdy, or are you going to pull for the Chiefs? Can't say, I'm happy with either team winning. No. You got to tell which one is it. Because I think these jump on the bandwagon Patrick Mahomes-based fans, Chiefs fans, are not.
You're really putting it on the Iowa State fans.
I'm just saying.
You're laying it on the line.
Where is it at? Because I'm blowing for Purdy and the 49ers.
You're laying it on the line here for the Chiefs
so
fans.
I'd like to it's interesting to see. Because, I'm happy with whoever wins. No. You got to pick a team, and that's who you cheer for. And it doesn't work that way. So it's an interesting dynamic here. But we'll see.
You need to get somebody can text you and tell you their thoughts on that.
Well, so
you can't root for the Chiefs and pull for Brock Purdy.
No,
it doesn't work that way.
And The other interesting.
What about the Iowa fans with the Iowa players in the ball game?
They've got it. All they have are I guess they got a few tight ends, but they're mostly offensive linemen. I mean, Iowa doesn't play offense. I mean, they have some tight ends. Kittle's a good tight end, but I mean, do you think you'll ever see an Iowa Hawkeye quarterback in NFL ever? No, it just doesn't. No.
Yeah.
No. Has there been one? Chuck Long. Chuck Long played in the NFL for quite a long time. But
I think I visited with Chuck Long one time.
But what I think will be interesting to see is the biggest question, though, is Taylor Swift somehow going to appear in the halftime show with Usher.
I'm going to let people in on a little inside. It was, 2 weeks ago?
I called
Matt,
it.
You called it, and you said.
Now, Usher may not want that. He may want all the fame and glory for his 15. But I just think somehow, some way, they're going to get Taylor Swift in the halftime show.
Let's take a quick break, and we're going to come back with second half action.
Julie Fouts bringing you water. Thank you, Julie
33,
Fouts.
thank you. 33-26 is our score with a minute 45.
Oh, and a Reese's.
A minute 45 to go.
Julie Fouts coming through.
At halftime. We're back after this. Here we go, Matt. Second half coming up. Tigers will have the ball as we get back to action.
Both teams going with their original starting lineups here.
Bergen will put it into play for Red Oak into the backcourt now to Sifford. Pressure from Waters.
Trojans going man-to-man here, Aaron.
Sifford into the foul line, spins his way in, kicks it out to Gillen in the corner. Foul on the play. Williams.
Yeah, boy,
it is on Williams.
That's a quick whistle. We'll see if that's maybe a change in how they're going to officiate this half. That was a pretty tight call there. So maybe they're going to crack down a little bit here.
Gillen into the lane.
That's going to go out of bounds.
You know, it kind of went high. I don't know if that was tapped when Gillen threw it, but it went high, out of play. 33-26, and now the Trojans have the ball.
Sifford will stay guarding Rasmussen. Tigers basically showing two guys kind of shading on Rasmussen.
They're just going to let Williams stand out there.
They're giving number 4. He's unguarded basically, and he's going to have to make the Tigers pay.
And he did. Yeah, absolutely. Nolan Waters with the 3. I'm sorry, Hudson McLaren with the 3.
Yeah, that's what's going to happen. To make the Tigers play honest. That'll loosen things up for Rasmussen. He can continue to knock down that shot.
Gillen out to Sifford. In the corner to Gillen. DeVries out on the left wing for 3. No good. Rebound. Bergen underneath. Spins. Puts it up. It's no good. Almost got his own board. Down quickly to the other end of Rasmussen right in the corner. Shot for 3 is no good from Rasmussen. It's going to go out of play.
Tough catch by Colt. He had to go way up in the air and then come back. So
a lot of people wouldn't have been able to make that catch, because it was high.
But we talked about the Tigers. I talked about not falling in the trap of doing perimeter. They need to attack the basket here, Aaron. They need to get to the basket here, get shots in the paint. get Max down low right here.
From the foul line, Gillen underneath the Berggren in the blocks. He picks it up, kicks it across to Sifford for 3 off the left wing.
But even that started with a kick out from the inside lane. That's my point. Yes, it was a 3-point shot, but the Tigers got in the lane there, created some traffic, kicked it out, and got the shot.
36-29 is the score. Red Oak leads, 6:20 to play in the third. Top of the key, Williams with the ball. Williams from the drives to the foul line. Gavin McLaren, the little soft floater is good.
Nice touch by Gavin McLaren.
Yeah, just a nice
out of bounds.
Nice touch.
We Red Oak basketball, but yeah, and that's a nice, tough shot. A little 5-foot shot there, so he knocked it down. He's their leading scorer right now, 10 points. Only person double-digit scoring for the Trojans.
And the inbound pass comes to Sifford. Braden Sifford with the ball. Around quickly into the lane. Kicks it out to Gillen for 3. Off the right side. It's no good. Minson gets the board. Now to DeVries. Sifford.
DeVries and Rasmussen matched up here one-on-one.
Top of the key to Berggren. Right side Gillen. Underneath it goes. Tapped out of play by Rasmussen.
Good play there by Rasmussen. Like to see that bounce pass down away from him on that entry into the low post.
DeVries will put it into play from the baseline. All the way back out to Minson at the top of the key. He hands it to Sifford. Left wing, left elbow. Right side it goes to Gillen. Down to the baseline now to DeVries. Pulls up the mid-range jumper.
Well, step back there by Max against Rasmussen. Rasmussen has a little bit of height advantage on him, Aaron, so he had to step back to get that ball over him.
38-31, Red Oak leads, 5:27 to play in the third.
Tigers, 2 guys shading him, Aaron. Look at that.
Waters over to the right side to Hudson.
That's the shot they're giving up.
And he's wide open. They've been giving it to him all night. Waters picks it up. Down the corner, Rasmussen for 3.
Tigers lost.
No good. Rebound to DeVries. Now to Gillen. He pushes up the court. Berggren, Gillen. Back to Berggren in the corner. Gillen picks up the dribble. Now to Gillen. All this over on the right side of the court. Gillen takes it to the hoop off the glass. No good.
Jump ball.
Jump ball.
And it will be Lennox ball.
I believe so. It is. Rasmussen will put it into play here. 38-31. Red Oak leads with 4:48 to play in the third. Atlantic with the ball out on the left side.
Tigers bringing 2 guys out on Rasmussen. Goes off his foot. It's turnover to Red Oak. Tigers really focusing everything on Rasmussen. You can see some frustration coming from Colt now. Trust me, the Tigers, Max DeVries has felt that frustration through the season as well with teams.
Out of the corner goes to Minson, and just a bit of a slip up there. It goes out of play.
You don't want to give it over. You get a turnover off Rasmussen. You want to take advantage of that. Tigers give it right back.
Waters to Hudson McLaren.
So basically, Hudson McLaren is out here all by himself. Tigers just aren't.
And they're just giving it to him, Matt.
Just giving it to him.
There's Gavin McLaren for 3. It's no good.
The key is when the Trojans miss, the Tigers are limiting them 1 shot too. If I'm Rasmussen, I'm crashing the boards.
Down to the baseline it goes to Berggren. Gillen for 3.
Nope.
No, it's not there. Rebound Minson, but we have a foul.
I'm going to call Minson on a foul, and that'll be Cyrus' second.
Yep.
Going to bring in Beeson here.
Tyler Beeson. We have a timeout?
I think so.
We do have a timeout on the court. 4:04 to play in the third. 38-31. Red Oak leads, and we'll be right back after this. (38-31), 4:04 to play in the third. Here we go, Matt.
Tigers up 7, but by no means is that a comfortable lead. We've seen both teams do runs in this game, so Trojans are trying to get Rasmussen going here.
Rasmussen takes it to the hoop and puts it off the glass and scores 2.
And he had to earn that. He had to go through a couple Tigers on that to get it.
Down the other end, now we have Sifford with the ball, right side to Gillen. 3:44 to play in the third. Gillen down to the right side, right corner, picks up the dribble. Now back to Beeson, over to Sifford, left wing. Sifford takes it to the baseline, out to Gillen for 3.
Nope.
Not there. Sifford with the board. Braden Sifford now to DeVries. Pressure from Rasmussen. DeVries in the lane. Puts it up. It's no good. And Beeson's going to be whistled for the foul, I believe.
Yeah, they're going to call that on Beeson. I thought that might. I didn't see any push. Did you see a push?
It was more body than
maybe
anything.
by, yeah. So Trojans with the basketball down 5, 3:18 to go in third.
And Hudson McLaren with the ball across center stripe. Round to the right side to Waters. Now to Rasmussen. Right wing. Rasmussen with the ball. Williams.
Travel.
He's going to get whistled for the travel.
Yeah, he was excited. He saw an open lane.
He was wide open to the bucket.
Just took an extra step there.
38-33 now.
Both teams are operating pretty effectively. Trojans want to keep Hunter out of the lane. They have done that here in the second half for the most part. As I say that, Hunter goes to the lane and draws a foul.
Yeah, the foul will be on Williams. Yeah. Tyrell Williams, that's 2. Coming into the game is Brock Hudson, and Gavin McLaren will take a seat.
McLaren's energy, we've seen him several times in his career. He's playing well, but he seems to be under control as well. There's DeVries.
For 3, nope. Rebound Rasmussen. Rasmussen pushes it up the court, over the left side to Hudson. Henderson.
Yeah, another travel there. He almost got away. He got away one first time. I think the second time that was not even a Euro step.
What was the last step you were coming up with? I don't know.
The Australian step.
I don't remember what it was.
The Asian step. I don't know.
And DeVries, Gillen, right side, into the lane he goes. Stripped loose, coming away with it is Waters.
Good job by the Trojans.
Nolan Waters, little jump stop right in front, no good. Rebound, Hudson McLaren out to Rasmussen from the top of the key. Blocked by Rasmussen, or by Beeson, but we have a foul.
Kind of a late call, but they're going to get Beeson on the foul, so it'll be 3 shots for Rasmussen here. Tigers are really making him earn it, aren't they?
Yeah.
That's what you got to do, and he's a tremendous ball player. Good free throw shooter. He's got a chance to get this within 3 here, or within 3 plus 3, that'd be 2. I'm not good with the math. Sorry about that, Aaron.
Shot, Rasmussen, good. 3-shot opportunity.
Rasmussen now in double digits with 10 points.
Second of 3 from Rasmussen is good.
You know, Beeson with those long arms.
Yeah.
I mean, boy, he can really close out quickly.
Now Rasmussen with the third of 3. Hit the first 2. And he gets them all.
So Trojans back within 2.
38-36. Red Oak leads. Left side Sifford.
Trojans is kind of locked down here, you get the sense, the last couple possessions. I say that Sifford gets to the line, but that's exactly what Tigers need to do. Get something going to the bucket there, attack. Good job there by Sifford. Sifford with 9 points on the night.
Over to the right side he goes to Rasmussen. 1:55 to play in the third.
Tigers basically going 3 on 4 when Rasmussen's out in one of the way corners there.
Williams in the corner with the ball, picks it up. Now to Rasmussen. He spins, jumper, no good. Rebound, Beeson. Sifford pushes it back across the center stripe. Down the right side of the lane for the layup. It's no good. Rebound tapped loose by Beeson. The rebound was picked up by Henderson, Brock Henderson. Coming into the game is Johnson. And Minson takes a seat.
You know, Sifford, when he goes to the bucket, he kind of has that underhand kind of scoop layup that he does.
I think we've got all our subs. DeVries comes out of the game as well.
So Hunter and Gillen is out there. DeVries is out of the game here with 1:26 to go.
Rasmussen to Williams. Henderson in the corner goes to Hudson McLaren. underneath through the hands, and Williams picks it up right in front. No good. Rebound Tigers. Sifford takes it across center stripe. Top of the key. Pressure from Waters. Down in the lane, kicks it out to Beeson. Now Sifford for three. It's good.
Nice shot from the corner. Braden Sifford has just been playing outstanding since Christmas. And that is a big three-point bucket from the corner.
43-36, 50 seconds to play in the third. Red Oak leads. Rasmussen takes it to the hoop, and Beeson gets whistled for the foul.
Again, Beeson with what he thought had a block on Rasmussen. Saying whoever guarding Rasmussen is going to be a foul magnet tonight. That's three fouls, right, on Tyler?
3 on Beeson.
This will be a 2-shot foul for Rasmussen.
Shot's good from Rasmussen. Beeson comes out of the game. DeVries into the game. Beeson now with 3 personal.
Coach DeVries talking to officials. I don't want to hear it from you. It's basketball is such a tough game to officiate, Aaron. Goodness gracious.
Shot's good.
There's no comparison to any other sports. These officials are doing a good job.
43-38.
It's just so hard.
Berggren from behind. Waters taps it, picked up, back to Berggren, and
Tigers a little sloppy on that possession there.
Down the other end, Rasmussen of a foul on Sifford, knocked it out from behind.
That'll be the 5th foul on Red Oaks. That'll be 2 more shots for Rasmussen.
Fouls on Braden Sifford, and that is his first of the evening as I have it.
Well, the good news for the Tigers here, well, I better not say it, but DeVries has gone third quarter without picking up that 3rd foul. So that's bodes well for them going into the 4th quarter here.
Rasmussen, his first shot is good. He's back at the line. He's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 free throws.
And again, Colt Rasmussen leads the state in free throw attempts coming in this game. So that's not unusual what you're seeing.
23 seconds and counting. 43-40 is our score. Red Oak with the lead. Going to play for a final shot, Matt?
Yeah.
This is unusual for the Tigers.
Very unusual. They're just a hair under the clock here.
10 seconds into the lane. Sifford goes, spins, puts it up. Henderson blocks it. Bounces loose. Gavin McLaren pushes it to the other end. 4 seconds.
They're going to get a bucket.
There's
Dunk.
Rasmussen with the big two-handed.
Boy, what a big momentum there for the Trojans going in the last quarter, Aaron. Big time.
Great play there by the Trojans. And it's 43-42 at the end of the third, and we'll be back after this. Here we go for the 4th quarter. It's a 1-point ball game. Big
momentum change by Atlantic, man.
Without last-second dunk by Rasmussen.
Red Oak tried to hold for the shot, which they don't usually do, and Atlantic converted that into a massive dunk by Rasmussen at the horn in the 3rd quarter to give them some momentum. Red Oak will get the ball, though, to start the 4th quarter up 1. We're set up for another doozy of a finish here, Aaron.
Yes, we are. Gillen with the ball underneath. Minson puts it up. Foul on Henderson, Brock Henderson.
So good start for the Tigers there. They'll get draw a foul on Atlantic, and they'll get 2 shots right away here.
Yes.
Tigers were very effective in Atlantic, and, of course, the key to winning that game, the Tigers made their free throws in that 4th quarter. They're going to have to do that again here tonight.
First shot from Minson is good. 44-42 with 7:53 to play in the 4th in the game. Second shot from Minson. Good. He gets them both.
Nice job by Cyrus there.
45-42. Rasmussen with the ball, still in the backcourt, now to Waters.
Tigers still going with 2 guys basically shading Rasmussen.
Waters in the corner. Hudson McLaren for 3. It's good.
And he's knocking him down. That young man's hit his second shot. That's what they got to do, the Trojans. Make the Tigers pay, or at least make them plumb off Rasmussen.
Gillen to Sifford. Sifford in the corner. Minson for 3. It's not there. Rebound Gavin McLaren to
Trojans,
Hudson McLaren.
Trojans with some momentum now.
Quickly to Rasmussen in the corner. Double teamed. Back out to Hudson McLaren. Gavin McLaren. Hudson McLaren.
He's got another wide open 3.
For 3. It's no good. Rebound Minson for Red Oak. Gillen across the center stripe, takes it to the hoop. We're going to have a foul on Hudson McLaren, I believe.
Good take by Hunter. Second team foul on Atlantic, and I say that because, especially in the fourth quarter, Aaron, if you can get that other team in that 5-foul situation, that is a huge advantage.
Tied up at 45 now with just under 7 minutes to play in the ball game. Gillen to Minson, out top the key to Sifford. Sifford to the right elbow, back to Gillen. End of the lane, Sifford, back top of the key. Sifford with the ball, down the left side. That little scoop, no good. Rebound Bergeron. A couple of Tigers collided there. Nice ball movement by Gillen.
Just had the right idea there, just couldn't connect. Turnover Tigers be Atlantic basketball. Atlantic with a chance to take the lead here on this possession.
Inbound pass to Waters.
So McLaren is wide open down here in the corner.
Hudson
no one even
McLaren.
on the side.
I mean, he could not be more open. Little shot from Waters.
Yeah.
Nolan Waters.
Those other Trojans are stepping up here, Aaron.
That's what they have to do, Matt. And the Trojans lead now 47-45 with 6:10 to play in the ball game.
Tigers need to run something for Max here. Max has got to come out on a little curl here. Tigers need to find him. He hasn't had a shot for a while.
Gillen to DeVries. Rasmussen comes away with it, and bounces it out of play. Tried to bounce it off for the Tigers, but it didn't work.
Yeah, Rasmussen's on DeVries now. And I say it's Tigers might need to clear out a side here and try to get.
What's the horn? We have a question here at the
question about the fouls. I'm not sure.
Scores table.
Mr. Eubanks is getting a clarification.
Brett Eubank. Discussion going on. Well, 5:55 to play in the ball game. 47-55, Atlantic with the lead. Tigers have led most of the game, Matt, but it's been close.
Yeah, and like I say, I think Atlantic's kind of controlled the game here. From about middle of that second quarter here in the third quarter, now and starting the fourth quarter. Tigers need to get back. There's a little shot by Minson. That's a tough shot, but nice shot by Cyrus Minson. Tigers tie it back up.
From the free throw line, tied up at 47 now.
I think Atlantic's figured out the offense here now. They're really looking for other guys. If they can get a shot here in the corner anytime they want to.
Waters to Gavin McLaren.
And here it comes.
Hudson McLaren for 3. It's good.
And they're going to find him in the corner. Tigers may have to make an adjustment, steal by Rasmussen, but back to the Tigers.
Gillen into the hoop. Gillen puts up the high roll.
Tigers may have to get out of this defense. I think Coach DeVries wanted a timeout here because I think the Tigers have to adjust up on their defense, Aaron.
Waters comes around.
They're going to bring McLaren right back over here. This is his favorite spot, his sweet spot. Oh. Whew. Tigers got bailed out there. I don't know about that, but be a third team foul on Atlantic.
That's 3 on Henderson.
None on Red Oak in this fourth quarter. But the Trojans are getting big contributions from others other than Rasmussen.
Well, Hudson McLaren's hit 3 3-pointers in the second half.
Yeah, give that young man credit. He knows it's on him, and he's stepping up.
Sifford to the hoop, blocked out of play by Henderson. Tigers ball. 4:51 to play in the ball game.
Timeout.
50-49. Timeout on the court. We'll take it with them. 50-49. Atlantic leads. 4:51 to play in the ball game. back to Red Oak, 50-49. Atlantic with the lead, 4:51 to play.
We're going to come right down the end on this one, Aaron. Every time Atlantic-Red Oak match up, you can count on it going right down to the very end.
DeVries will put it into play from the baseline to Minson in the corner. Now to Berggren, right wing.
Trying to run Max off a curl. Rasmussen doing a really good job checking Max.
Gillen takes it down off the glass for 2 off the left side. That's a tough shot.
Yeah, it was, but that's what the Tigers need to do, attack. Because that 3 shot have they made it 3 the second half? I don't know if they made it 3 the second half, have they?
Yes.
1?
Sifford has hit a couple.
Okay.
51-50.
Henderson with the 3.
No good.
Air ball.
Kept in play.
He was out of bounds, but they didn't call it. The Tigers actually got the ball.
Kept in play. Tigers with it. Gillen's going to take it to
the
good
pass.
Little underhanded scoop right to Minson.
Oh, my goodness. He dropped a dime onto his teammate there, Aaron. You're dropping dimes.
53-51.
That's street ball lingo.
And Red Oak leads 53-50. Rasmussen to the hoop. Little layup, no good. DeVries.
Gonna call. That's going to be 4th foul, team foul on Atlantic, Aaron. So
that's a 4th on Henderson.
Tigers have no team fouls. So with 3:50 to go, the next foul on Atlantic will put Tigers in a 2-shot situation the rest of the game. That's huge.
And
there's going to be a foul now on Red Oak.
That was it's on Berggren.
I think they actually called on maybe Minson. Yeah, that's his third and Cyrus. Something away from the ball. Didn't see it.
Waters is going to take it across the center stripe. Right side. Waters. Now to Rasmussen. Takes it to the hoop. No good. Rebound Gillen. Now to DeVries. Cross center stripe. Down to the right wing. Into the blocks. DeVries blocked by Henderson. Picked up by Rasmussen. He takes it to the other end quickly. And we're going to have a foul on Gillen.
Wow.
That's number 3.
No foul call down here on Max, and then they get a drive. I think that's the right call down here. I don't think Hunter was set. I don't think. Do you, Aaron? I think that's the correct call.
Yeah. He wasn't set.
I'm not so sure on the other end with Max, but I think that was a good call down here. That is how many on Hunter you got there?
That's
Aaron?
3 on Hunter.
3 on Hunter.
And Rasmussen will go to the line. It's good.
Got to keep your motions control, Aaron, because you do not want to get a technical.
19 for Rasmussen on the night. Second shot is good.
At this point in the game.
He has 20 for the Trojans. Gillen to DeVries. Knocked loose on the floor. DeVries comes away with it. Into the lane, fakes it, takes it, and Rasmussen's going to be whistled for the foul.
Yeah, and that's the 15th foul on Atlantic. So 2 shots on every foul for Red Oak whenever Atlantic fouls now in the next 3 total. So what that means is, Aaron, if Red Oak really needs a bucket, you just go strong the hole, and you're going to get 2 shots. But you got to make your free throws.
Shot from DeVries is good.
Does no good to get to the line if you cannot make them from the line.
54-52, 3:12 to play in the ball game. Red Oak with the lead. DeVries at the line. Second of 2 is good.
Max with 20 points on the night. Rasmussen
with 20
points on the night.
Waters with the ball across the center stripe for the Trojans. Takes the screen, comes left. Into the lane. Kicks it out to Hudson McLaren. He drives into the lane. Now to Gavin McLaren for 3. Short. Sifford is there. Sifford pushes it across the center stripe. Now to Gillen. Minson, DeVries on the right side. Drives to the bucket, puts it up. Partially blocked there by Rasmussen. Picked up by Waters. Now to Rasmussen. He kicks it up the court quickly to Gavin McLaren. Puts it up and scores 2, Gavin McLaren.
Thought he stepped out, but basket goes.
And it's 55-54, 1-point ball game with 2:27 to play. Red Oak advantage. Underneath to Minson. Minson comes back behind the arc.
Rasmussen really doing a good job on DeVries there, and he closes out. He's got enough height on Max that he can really bother him.
Gillen takes it to the hoop, puts it up. Bucket is no good. He'll go to the line for 2.
I like the way Red Oak's attacking the rim this half, Aaron. That's what they needed to do.
Hudson McLaren whistled for number 2.
part of that is the Trojans have come out and defended the three-point line better this second half, but Tigers are going to have to make free throws down the stretch here.
Gillen at the line, 2-shot opportunity. First one's good from Hunter. Second.
I think we're going to have, if he makes this, I think there's going to be a timeout.
Shot's good. Hunter gets them both. Timeout on the court. And 2:09 to play in the ball game. Red Oak leads by 3, 57-54, and we'll be back after this. .209 to play in the ball game. 57-54. Good ball game.
It is. We expected that, and it's been all that and more. It's going right down to the end here. 2:09 to go. I think for the Tigers, we talked about Key trying to get Rasmussen to earn his points off mid-range and drives, and that's what they've done for the most part. Tigers going to stay with that philosophy. They're kind of playing more straight up right now.
Hudson McLaren with the
It's
ball.
interesting. Tigers have changed their defensive philosophy here, and they're going single coverage now on Rasmussen. See if the Trojans recognize this.
Henderson in the lane. Out to Gavin McLaren. He drives to the blocks. Foul.
On the floor. It's going to be.
Who is that on?
I think it's going to be on DeVries, I think. No. Minson. That's his 4. So
yeah,
it'll be out of bounds. 1:49 to go. Tigers are playing straight up now. Defensively, Bergman's on Rasmussen.
Henderson with the inbound pass to Waters. I'm sorry, that was Hudson McLaren.
Blocked
by DeVries, picked up by Minson.
Max didn't even jump for that one. He just put his hand out and luckily was able to block the ball from his sake. So Tigers here.
Gillen with the ball at the top of the key. Now to DeVries, a minute and a half to play in the ball game. Little weave out top here. 57-54. Gillen hands it off to DeVries. Takes it to the hoop. Puts it up. No good. There's Minson. Back up off the glass for 2.
Cyrus Minson with a big putback. That was not an easy putback. Cyrus with 11 points. 4 Tigers in double digits.
Hudson McLaren with the ball. Pressure from Berggren.
Different defense here from the Tigers. They're going out man-to-man pressure.
Waters with 3. No good. Rebound Gavin McLaren.
Rebound to Gillen.
Players all over the place.
Tigers not in a rush here. We're going to have a timeout.
Just under a minute to play in the ballgame. 59-54.
So you saw they came out last timeout. They did not double. They stopped doubling Rasmussen. They went just a single coverage. I don't think the Trojans were expecting that. Now, Coach DeVries has got his Tigers in a timeout. 59 seconds ago. We have seen the Tigers. They're not a type of team that can hold the ball, Aaron. But if there's a time you should try to hold the ball, this is the time because
they did that just before the first.
It didn't turn out well for him, did it?
Oh, Rasmussen comes through with a big two-handed dunk.
But if you cannot turn the ball over, you're going to get fouled here. And as long as you can make your free throws, that's the advantage of being in a 5-foul situation. So you inbound the ball, take care of the ball, run the clock, and let them foul you. This is kind of the scenario we saw in Atlantic, Aaron. In the game in Atlanta.
All right, under a minute to play, 59-54. Red Oak leads. Red Oak with the ball. Inbound pass into the backcourt to Gillen. Gillen's going to take it across the center stripe. Sifford with the ball, top of the key. Here comes the weave again, out top.
Again, Tigers in no rush here. They don't need to be in a rush.
49
Atlantic's
seconds.
not showing a foul. They're not showing a reason to foul now.
DeVries at the top of the key.
Got to watch the back guy side coming. Now the Tigers can go.
37 seconds. There's Reese Montgomery for 2.
What a pass by Hunter and what a shot by Reese Montgomery. Rasmussen on the drive.
Rasmussen Little underhanded layup.
That's going to be 5 on Cyrus, I think, right? If it's on Minson.
If it is.
Nope, they're going to call it on.
Max called that on DeVries, I believe. That's his third.
So
he's going to send Rasmussen to the line. 61-54 is the score with 26 seconds remaining.
I think Tigers just got teed up, Aaron. Was there a technical called? I'm not sure what we got here.
I didn't see that.
I don't know what.
No, I think.
What was?
No, there's not. Rasmussen shot the free throw and they weren't ready for it. Here we go again. This one's good. That was a first officially, and
I'm not sure what the official at the score table was doing then.
Coach DeVries was talking to him.
Yeah.
But this wasn't a technical. Second shot from Rasmussen is
good. Maybe it was a timeout he was trying to get, and he wasn't granted it because the ball was in.
61-56 now with 26 seconds remaining.
I saw the T motion from someone down there. Maybe that's what it was.
Timeout. There's timeout. Okay, we're going to keep it here.
So it looks like Carson Roeder is going to come in, a big spot for a freshman. In fact, with 30 seconds over, we have 2 freshmen coming in the game, Roeder and Montgomery in. We just saw Reese Montgomery with a big bucket. So Carson is a good – my guess is Coach DeVries anticipates, as he should, a full-court press will be coming here from the Trojans. So you need to inbound the ball, take care of the ball, don't turn the ball over, and get to the free throw line. That's what Red Oak's going to be seeing here. Almost deja vu from what we saw in Atlantic. Different score. What did I say the magic number was?
77.
And we're at 61. So maybe it's 67 tonight.
Okay.
So Tigers need to take care of the ball, get a free throw, and if you're Atlantic, you want to foul right away, go for and make your fouls going for the turnover, Aaron. You just don't want to hack them. You want to try to be reaching for that ball, trying to steal it.
Montgomery will put it into play for Red Oak as we come back to action here now. Inbound pass to Gillen. A lot of pressure. There's Sifford. He's going to get it across the timeline. 22 seconds, and we're going to have a foul on Gavin McLaren,
Tigers
as you would expect.
20 seconds ago, Tigers want an intentional foul. They're not going to get it.
Nah, just stop the clock and send him to the free throw line.
So Sifford will be.
Braden Sifford. This will be his first opportunity from the line tonight for Sifford. Shot's good.
Nothing but net. So in come Minson and Bergman for defense. Out go Montgomery and Roeder.
20 seconds on the clock. Sifford at the line. Red Oak leads 62-56. Made the first. Second shot from Sifford is good. He gets them both.
Sifford with 14 points on the night.
Rasmussen quickly across to Waters for 3. It's no good. Rebound out of play, and Atlantic will have it. 11 seconds on the clock. That went off for the Tigers.
What you want to do is, you don't want to give up the 3, but what you really don't want to do is you don't want to foul on that 3-ball shot, Aaron.
Hudson McLaren will put it into play at the baseline all the way back out to Waters.
Let him have
10 seconds. Over to Henderson. Tigers with the ball. 6 seconds, and we're going to have a foul. We're going to walk into in here.
That'll do it. Tigers will get the season sweep over the Trojans, Aaron. A big win to come back from that difficult emotional loss in Corinda, Aaron, on, what was that, Friday night?
Yeah.
Forever known as a Jay Bruners game in Maya's mind. But the Tigers with a big win here tonight in front of their home crowd. And
DeVries at the line on senior night. Shot is no good.
Peyton Echternaw can't get his uniforms off his feet as he wants in the game. He's getting help from his teammates. And then Peyton will get his 5 seconds here on senior night to come into the game. But a good win for the Tigers. Did a tremendous job. What did Rasmussen have? 22?
22.
I mean, 22 points, and you're saying that's a tremendous job. I mean, that's a testament to how good that young man is. But really, the Tigers held him to 7 points and a half and made him earn everything. He just never really got in that groove where he was. We saw him in Atlantic,
Get this, Matt. 12 for 12 from the foul line.
Yeah, he's just deadly from the free throw line. So Max makes that free throw here, and that'll be the ball game.
That's going to do it. DeVries ends the night with 21. Red Oak gets the victory, 64-56. 64-56 is our final. Red Oak with the victory. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back after we're joined now by, I think all the seniors are with me here this evening. We're going to start first. Max DeVries. Max, big night. I had you for 21 points.
Yep.
A tough game.
Yeah.
Physical game, but you fought all the way through. Tell me about your team and what you saw out there tonight.
I saw a team that was not going to lose under any circumstance. You know, on our senior night, well, I mean, this is just a game that you can't lose. I mean, I started off hot in the first half, but then they came on. They put extra pressure on me, and I've so much trust in my guys to get the job done. So I was fine with limiting my shots in the second half. It meant that we got open ones for everyone else.
And your teammates stepped up, right? That's what you're counting on it for. Senior night, what's that mean to you?
Yeah, senior night. It means everything to me. I mean, I was never really a natural basketball player. I started out kind of chubby, playing on the B team a little bit, but I worked my way up. I mean, we've all been here since the start, since third grade when Dusty French started us off.
Yeah.
And ever since then, we haven't looked back. We've put our heads down. We've worked hard. And, I mean, this is just the fruits of our labor right here is a game like this.
Absolutely. It was a lot of fun to watch tonight, Max. Congratulations to you.
Thank you.
There's more to go. There's a lot more to go yet, right?
Yep.
All right. Hunter Gillen with us as well. We're going to swap headsets here as we're visiting. Hunter, tough night. I had you for 13, Hunter, 2 of 2 from the foul line. I don't think there's anybody that cuts to the basket that takes the ball to the hoop better than Hunter Gillen. Tell me about that.
Yeah, I mean, I work on it all the time, so I really just try my best and get to the rim, and whatever happens, happens.
There's a lot of good distribution of the ball when you're cutting to the basket. There was tonight several times some good passes off to other players. Is that something you work on too?
Yeah, I mean, but they game planned around me. I heard that their coach, the interview, he said he's going to keep me out of the lane, so I know if I got in the lane, they'd be coming after me, so I knew I could find someone open. So
talk to me about, again, Hunter, you're a senior.
Yeah, right.
Talk to me about your senior year here and this team.
Yeah, it means everything to me. You know, like Max said, we've been playing together forever, so I mean, it's tough that this is the last game at home, but we went out with a bang.
All right, very good. Nice and great job. Great season, Hunter. Appreciate it. Hunter Gillen. Now we have Bennett Johnson. Bennett, thanks for coming up and visiting with me.
Yeah, no problem.
Are you having fun?
Yeah, it's fun. It's pretty fun.
I see you out there pushing around a lot, down in the lane. It seems like you're having fun.
Yeah, it's not too bad. I'm happy I went out.
You're a senior.
Yeah.
Came out for your last season. Talk to me about plans after high school.
Well, plans after high school are to graduate first.
Yeah, let's get first things first, right?
Get some racing in over the summer. I don't know. Go to a couple different states for racing and just work on the farm.
Talk to me about senior night. Does it seem like you're a senior? This is you get down.
It's crazy. I can't believe it. Football is crazy when it was senior night, and I can't believe we're on basketball. We got a couple months left.
Yeah. What's next? What's next for you here? Are you got any spring sports coming up?
Nope. I think work. I think it's going to be work.
Good job, Ben. It's been fun watching you play this year. It's good. I'm happy you came out. Hand that over there to Ryan. Brighton Bergeron with me.
How's it going?
Brighton, I cannot believe that I'm standing here talking to you. Oh, I'm sorry, Ryan. I'm sorry. Tyler. It's Tyler Beeson. Oh, my gosh. Brighton, thanks for I can't believe you're a senior.
It feels weird. It makes me feel kind of old coming out here for senior night.
You're not old, trust me. But, Brighton, I think watching you play, gritty, hard-fought, you're contesting everything. Is that just the way you've always played?
Kind of, yeah. I've always just kind of liked to play high energy, get in people's face, make a couple people mad, just do whatever you can to get in the game. And I might not shoot the ball a lot, but affect the game in different ways.
There's a lot more to basketball than shooting the ball.
Exactly.
But you do a great job shooting the ball, but you do a lot of those intangible things that you're talking about. Talk to me about senior night. I mean, does that seem
it's
possible?
Fun. It seems kind of surreal just to be out here with my last year playing with everybody that I've been playing with my whole life.
Yeah. Yeah, you guys have come up together.
I know. It's weird to think that after this year we're done and we won't play with them anymore.
Unbelievable. Talk to me about plans after high school.
I'm going to go to Iowa State and study engineering.
Good for you. Absolutely. Iowa State. Don't listen to him. We have Matt Davis over here give us a hard time. Don't listen to him. So congratulations on a great year.
Much.
It's not over yet.
Not over. Keep going.
Not over.
Keep winning.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Aaron.
Tyler Beeson with me. Yep. Tyler, I think I have enjoyed watching this last half of the season. You have just been phenomenal on the court, blocking shots, stealing balls, knocking down the three. Talk to me about that.
Yeah, I'm just
having fun.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Yeah. I've been playing basketball. All of you guys have played together for years.
Yeah, since like third grade, whenever it started.
Yeah. Other activities you participate in or what?
Yeah, I'm going to be doing golf this spring.
Yeah. How's the golf game?
Sometimes good.
Talk to me about your senior year. Has it been what you thought it'd be?
Yeah, it's just gone by too fast.
Yeah, it goes quick. Yeah. That's for sure. After high school, what are we doing?
Planning to study ag business.
Yeah, very good. All right, Tyler Beeson with us. Tyler, thank you. I appreciate it. Cyrus Minson. Hey. Cyrus, a senior. Again, you guys are making me feel old because I've been watching you guys forever. Talk to me what it's been like for you, Cyrus, here. A great season. Lots of rebounds. Shooting the three, taking it inside. You kind of do it everywhere on the court. So talk to me about the senior season for you.
I've been playing with these guys for as long as I've been able to walk, and I really couldn't walk straight until about 2 years ago. So
that's still a question.
So I kind of know my role. I mean, Hunter and Max love to score, and I'm not as good with the ball in my hands, so I just like to run as hard as I can and do whatever I can to help.
It takes everybody, though, to make a team.
Yep.
It takes everyone contributing in what they do to make a team and to have an outcome like tonight. So plans at Texas Tech, huh?
Yeah, I'm going to go down there and study computer science.
I can tell you that without fail, we watch a lot of introductions. The flip coming out gets more reaction from the crowds that we've seen this year than any other walkout. It's pretty cool, right?
I like to be flashy.
There you go.
If he misses it, my blood pressure will probably go out my ears.
Let's hope that doesn't happen, Coach.
That's true.
It's been a lot of fun to watch you, Cyrus. Absolutely. Thanks for coming up and visiting.
Thank you.
Cyrus Minson with us. All right, Peyton Echternaw with us as well. Peyton, I've enjoyed watching you this year, both on the football field and on the basketball court.
Yeah. He brings football indoors.
He brings it to the court. Tell me what your decision, I guess, number one, to come back out your senior year. Why'd you do that?
So we all know I went to Hawaii for football, and last year during wrestling season I hurt myself, and I didn't want to do that again and ruin my trip. And so I was like, I'm just not going to do anything. I'm going to focus on lifting and get myself back in shape. And then I showed up to one practice, and this guy next to me, Coach DeVries, convinced me to go out. And I don't know, I just couldn't say no to him.
Are you having fun?
Oh, yeah.
Time
of my life.
Senior year.
Yep.
Has it been what you thought it'd be?
It's gone by fast. I mean, I wish I could take more of it in before it's all over. But
well, enjoy it.
Yeah.
You got a big announcement. We won't disclose it, but next week you'll have an announcement,
yes,
right?
Sir.
Here's
big
what I want to know. You seem to have a little trouble getting out of your warm-ups down there tonight. And I think about half of the team was helping you get out of your warm-ups.
So I forgot to unfold the top two buttons, and I think I'm going to go home and oil those buttons up. That was embarrassing. But
so you plan on doing something at the next level after high school?
For football, yep.
Yeah, very good. Well, I'm looking forward to seeing what all happens with that.
Yes, sir.
So.
Thank you.
Peyton, thanks for coming up.
Thank you.
It's been a lot of fun to watch you. All right, now
Last but not least.
Last but not least.
Yeah.
We have head coach of the Red Oak Tigers, Ron DeVries, with us.
How are you doing?
Coach DeVries, that was an exciting basketball game.
Yeah, it was. It little unorthodox, and I'm glad we came away with the win.
Yeah.
I mean, coming off that hard-fought, emotional game in Corinda Friday night, Coach, I thought your team just showed brushed it off and came fully engaged in this game tonight and gave just as great an effort, a different type of game, but a great effort tonight by your team.
To be honest with you, they were mad. We feel like one got taken from us in Corinda, and I think statistically it kind of backed it up that we were the better team and played the better game, and that was a tough one. They feel like it got taken from them, so tonight they came in with a little chip on their shoulder.
But you channeled it in the right direction.
Yeah. No, I mean, our goal coming in was to hold Colton under 30, which that is a huge number, but that was our goal.
Yeah.
And we had 7 at half. I knew we were in good shape. He's a great player.
And you changed it up in the last 2 minutes of the game. You did a shadow on him entire game, called a timeout 2 minutes, up 3, and you changed it on the last 2 minutes of the game.
Well, I figured that they had known that we were only guarding 3 players the entire night, sometimes 4. Mainly we were only guarding 3 players. So they had to make some shots to come back. So the kid hit the 3 in the corner to cut it to 3, I believe. Mm-hmm. So I knew they were going to call something. So I wanted to beat him to the punch. And we got out of it. And Hunter on the bench, he said, I got him. He goes, let me take him. I got him. I said, okay. And when someone's engaged like that and wants it, and I think we held him scoreless for the last minute 30.
Yeah.
And I think they were really confused because what they had drawn up was they were expecting the 2 baseline flex cuts to be wide open, and then we were covering them for the first time all game. And they really ran, I don't know, I'm going to say probably 40 seconds off and really didn't know what to do. Yeah. So that played into our hands remarkably well.
So go ahead, Matt.
Obviously, just a great effort, Coach, and your team has been playing just, I think, lights out since Christmas. You're in a good stretch. Everyone seems to be settled in the roles.
Yep.
Everyone knows what they need to do and how to contribute.
Yep.
Yeah. All right, Coach. Take your coach's hat off for a second.
All right.
Put your dad hat on for a minute. Senior night.
Yeah.
What does that mean to you, Coach?
A lot.
Yeah.
I mean, all these kids they mean so much to me. Obviously, Max is my son, and I just, for what he goes through in, night out, getting drug around and hitting the head and bleeding, he never complains.
Yeah.
He just fights through it, and with Hunter,
very
really,
emotional night.
Yeah.
Really spending a lot of time with us here the last 2 years, and I mean forever. But I love that kid to pieces, and they're both my sons, and I just couldn't be prouder of them. And really for all of them, I love them kids, and I'm glad we won this one. I'm glad that we, Mr. Erickson told me to celebrate the accomplishments for everybody, because I brush that stuff off quite a bit. I mean, I don't want people to think that we're overdoing things.
Right.
And so it's been hard for me. Not hard. It's been a conscious effort to, when things come up, to make sure we celebrate them. And I'm glad tonight we did everything that we did.
Yeah.
Without them pushing on me, I probably would have kind of low-played it a lot more. But I'm glad we did it. I hope everybody enjoyed it. It was a great game to watch, and I love them kids.
Well, but from a dad's perspective, when you see someone work hard, and I can tell you, getting to know Max a little bit, he has worked hard.
I mean,
and Hunter, they have worked hard, and I'm not saying that other students haven't, but we're talking about.
I mean, they all work hard, but I mean, I guess if you're going to give me a chance, those kids have played. Well, not last summer, but 2 summers ago, he played in 100 games in the summer.
Yeah.
So he played 100 games after a 24-game season, and never once did I have to say, hey, let's go.
Right.
He just went. And Hunter's the same way. You don't ever have to say, I don't ever hear them say, I need a break, or can we just sit this one out? And them kids, I mean, at the end of the year we'll look back and go through all their stats, but it's incredible. I mean, they've probably played in 500 games.
Yeah, it's unbelievable
since their freshman year, and it's just.
Well, I'm exhausted. This is a Tuesday night. Coach, I've had one too many games.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Great job, Coach. Couldn't be more proud of your team. Your team, like all the good Red Oak teams, you hit your stride after Christmas break.
Well,
some big games to go here now, so we'll let you go, get in there, celebrate with your team. But great night here in Red Oak.
Coach DeVries, thanks for always coming up.
Yep.